Yo, what's up, everybody? We're just waiting for Boston to jump up here. Anybody else want to jump up? I pinned the link. Talk about whatever. Doesn't matter. Anything. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm waiting for Boston. He's going to be a couple minutes. Jump up. I'm actually watching Grandma Sherry's little live she did about almost getting scammed by the Cash App thing. That's crazy. Yeah, anyone could spoof an email. So you really got to be careful about stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's something that you take for granted. You're just like, oh, yeah, it's email. It's from that company or from that business. You don't really do a second take or really look at it carefully. It can get you real quick. No, I haven't muted Grandma Sherry because I'm listening to your live right now. So I did. I'm just waiting for Boston to jump up, but I have your live on. I didn't want it playing in the background. Go check out Grandma Sherry's live from earlier. Well, yeah, I'm just wasting some time. Oh shit. There's some inception for you. Your voice coming through my live. Shit. There we go. All right. All right. Banner. No. Banner. Overlay. Because I'm fucking cool like that.
Hey, Dolly, what's up, man?
What's up, Dolly? Welcome to the stream.
What's up, bud? I think Texan's back there, too.
Yeah, I just added them too. I got an overlay up. I didn't know if anyone has their camera on or what.
Oh, you got mine off.
But it didn't look like it. Looks like you guys have your avatar. I'm gonna remove the overlay. I just didn't want to
Roger that, brother.
limp dox you or whatever it's called.
Show my boobs.
What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
What's happening?
Hope it's drama free or I'm out of here.
Oh, fuck you, Jackson.
Oh, God, you people killed me.
Did any of you guys catch? I said on Queens, me and Mel are actually talking.
Yeah, I saw that for a few days.
Yeah, like
You had that in back chat, I think.
She's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, I know you're not doing it for that reason, but that's a nice little dig to Dolly too.
Oh, definitely not doing it for that reason. But
yeah, I know. I'm just saying
he's probably gonna think that way now that I'm thinking about it. I think I was telling Texan about that right before I jumped on here. He's probably gonna think that way. But no, he'll be mad that he wasn't able to slide in the DMs, or he tried at least.
Oh, you're gonna break everyone's heart now because everyone was hitting on you and loving you. Now you're kind of going with Mel there.
Tim is the bachelor of 2023, and yourself. I mean, come on now. And then we got Tex, and we got all the ladies who flirting with Tex in there as well. And Willow. What am I saying?
Yeah, she's in the UK.
Yeah, she's 5 hours ahead of me.
That's cool.
Limp docs. Yeah, flaccid one.
Yeah, what's funny is there's a lady on QB's channel and Jones's channel. I ain't gonna say who she is, but she lives here in the same city I do, man. I didn't know that till this weekend.
Oh, really?
I was freaking taking a shot and couldn't hear you. That's my fault. Text.
There's a lady in QB's chat, Jones's chat, that lives here within a couple of miles where I do. It was kind of weird. We got to bounce the stuff back and forth, and I finally just told her, I said, yeah, that's where I live too.
That's cool. Fuck yeah. England's going to be a far trip. I've never been there. Damn it, dog. Why are you flapping your ears? Sorry, my dog's flapping his ears. I have a +1 invitation because my best friend's getting married in September. So I said, if you want to come down, I need a +1.
Oh, wow. All right. And what'd she say?
She said if she can make it, absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's been like talking to her all day. It's like feels like a week because when you talk to someone that long, all day long.
Cool.
I think a lot of people have the wrong what's it called opinion of her because of what happened with the whole Dolly thing. She's a really nice girl.
Yeah, no, I mean, she seemed nice. I remember when she first got there the first day, and she was actually the only one that was trying to talk some true crime. Like everyone else was off on some bullshit, and she was like trying to talk about the case. And I was like, oh, that's cool,
She don't like
the first day she was there.
She don't like the drama.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really likes the drama.
I'll entertain that motherfucker. Just like sorry, real quick, because I'll forget. That text. When Dolly said, he said a lot. You know what I mean? That bugged me. But when he said that, Nick probably lives in his mother's basement, I'd give, like I said on live, I'd give anything to live in my mother's basement. You know what I mean? So once he brought my mother up, I'm like, all right, well, I'm dragging you like a motherfucker today.
Yeah, man, I just can't with that guy, man. It's just ridiculous, all the shit he says. And I wanted to say that on Queen. I know Texans don't want to talk about all this crap, but I wanted to say on Queens, like, if you ever hear him, and he said it more recently, he's like, yeah, he goes, it's really hard to do all this, make all this soap and stuff. But he doesn't say that. He'll be like, it's really hard. I got to package and send out the soap, and then he's like, and make it. He always like. I mean, why wouldn't you say I make the soap, I package it, I send it out? It's more of a direct line of what happens. But he doesn't make it, and he like tells on himself like little things like that. He'll say, I package it and send it out, and I make it too. It's like, dude, you're so full of shit.
He shoots himself in the foot constantly, like most of these people. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Texan. What were you going to say before, or did I make you forget?
You made me forget, dude.
I knew it.
Steph B is saying, be careful, boys. These women out here on the internet, you got to be really careful.
Yes, they don't.
You got to be careful in real life, man.
That's true.
Yeah, that's actually very true as well. Can't live with you, can't live without you, women. But is a Denver game on tonight or no?
No, it's tomorrow night. I'm doing a live broadcast, so be there.
I will. The last one I wasn't because I was on the channel I work for. I had to do the first half. I ended up staying for almost the full third quarter. But what is the series at?
It's 3-1 Denver. If they win Monday, it's over.
Yeah, this.
So it's do or die.
I know Boston came back to tie 3-3, but there's no way. I mean, he's got to be tired from that series with the Celtics alone going 7 games, and Denver's just the better team as it is. So I don't see.
Yeah, 100%. They're the better team, and that's what it's going to come down to. They may pull it out to go one more game, but I mean, it would take just monster games by like everyone. They would just have to hit all their shots and shit, which is possible, but. Denver overall is a better team. I mean, dang, they swept the Lakers, dude. I mean, the Lakers were on fire there at the beginning of the playoffs.
They wouldn't even have Heat wouldn't even have that dub if they didn't shoot if they didn't shoot the jumper so well that night. I mean, everything went in. It was just one of those nights.
Yeah, they still only won by 3.
Remember, I covered mine at 3.5. Oh,
Eight packless.
Oh, Grandma's in the back. Yeah.
Grandma Sherry's back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Grandma.
Hey, Grandma Sherry.
We got more guys than girls on the panel for once.
Yeah, that is strange, isn't it?
I'm outnumbered.
I'm sure you'll hold your own. Yeah, no, I was listening to you, Grandma Sherry, while I was waiting for everyone. And I was like, oh. So I typed that comment, and then I was like, well, let me listen to it, so I'm not a total asshole liar. And then I was like, oh, let me go live and see if anybody wants to jump on panel and bullshit. And then I've just been listening to it when I mute.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I wanted to come up and talk about all these thirsty bitches on YouTube.
Oh, shit, Grandma.
See, Steph B already was trying to warn them.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's Grandma.
Yep. Steph B and I, great minds think alike.
Yeah, I'm okay though, I promise.
Yeah, Mel seems like a nice person.
She is. She really is.
And I'd rather see you with Mel than like Mallory.
Yeah, myself included. Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
Ellie, what's up?
See, Sherry, you had to say something like that. I mean, Jesus.
Well, remember, there was marriage photos that made of me and Matt, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With the chicken cutlets.
The chicken, I remember the chicken. Whoever made that was awesome. Oh, actually, I found out who made it, actually. She told me. But yeah, those are hilarious.
Yes.
I love that kind of stuff, though. If someone can make fun of me and they laugh, as long as they're laughing, that's all I care about. If I make fun of myself and you laugh, that's all I care about. Some people can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and some people just get low.
Yeah.
Low.
See, Sherry, that's a problem, though. People don't know how low other people can go. That is a big problem. They need to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've heard one creator talk about how low she can go.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
long face?
Yes.
No comment, Nick.
All right. That answered it.
Excuse me.
Oh, Grandma, I love you. Oh, you crack me up. You're literally what top 3 people that crack me up the most on YouTube right now. I swear to you.
Aw. Yeah, come up, Ellie. I need to even this out a little bit. Steph B won't come up.
Steph.
Steph.
Yeah, it's Steph B.
This would be the
They
best
all-
time too. There's not a lot of people in the chat. You won't be nervous. It's just like it's literally having a group phone call, right?
This is being recorded by a bunch of people, so don't forget that.
Oh yeah. True that. She look, I'm scared. I scared. Oh Lord.
Scared.
You just your
You just
camera.
gotta
Your
do it. You gotta try it, man.
Exactly.
Throw caution to the wind every once in a while.
The only advice I would have on that is just don't say nothing in here you wouldn't say to somebody's face, period.
Mm-hmm. Because it can get clipped.
That's it.
It's what
Yeah, I
it,
mean, it really is that easy. I mean, if you're not standing behind what you're saying, then don't say it because it may get out there.
Right. Exactly. She don't even like to talk on the phone.
Oh, I
Well-
hear you, Steph. I hate my voice, like on the phone, answer machine. Even I don't even watch any of my replays or my videos where I talk. I just can't do it.
Well, you sound like you're 28 and you're 49 or 50. That's what blew my freaking mind when you told me that the other day. I was like, no way. Bullshit.
What? So Boston's the baby on panel. Oh,
I am. Did you think
Yeah.
Packles was almost 50 or 50?
No.
Right?
No, especially when he cammed up.
I said the same thing. Did I not? Packles, what the last time I was on?
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
was
it's
like, damn.
just grainy video from my laptop. Helps me out. It's like a filter.
Yeah.
Which one?
Baloney.
Oh, is it the backdrop you have? Isn't that Grandma Sherry's?
What?
The backdrop that you have Packles in the back of that? Why does it look familiar?
Oh, I don't know. I just grabbed it. I was like, I wanted something different, and I had all sports stuff before.
I thought
Yeah.
Grandma had something like that.
Yeah, that
Well,
thing.
No, actually, mine is more like an enchanted forest, but it's very
That's
similar.
right. And your
Yeah, it's
bunny
just like
picture
a
goes-
path with trees over it.
I love
Little-
that.
A little bunny in the bottom left corner, right? Belongs.
The bunny. Burden of Proof found that for me.
Really?
Mhm.
Bird's awesome. She's a nice girl.
Yeah, she sends me things that remind her of me.
Oh, really?
Yes, us old ladies like that kind of thing.
That's nice.
Yes.
Steppy's finishing your song. Low, 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 low. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur up. I knew that was from something. I knew it was from something.
Was that
Hey.
Nell?
No.
Steph.
Is it Nelly? Wait. Yeah. Right? It's Nelly, right?
Yeah.
It is Nelly? Okay.
So, Nick, what did you think about that Kid Rock / Upchurch remix? Did you watch it?
Hell to the no. You don't watch that church shit.
Yeah, but it's Kid Rock stuff too, bro.
I'm not a big Kid Rock fan. I know you are. But I'm definitely not a church fan. I like maybe one or two songs that he has.
I think he's talented.
Oh, he is. Nick's just a
No,
He's-
it's in comparison to the other Southern rappers, whatever you want to call it, there's so many ahead of him. It's just social media that puts him up there because he was so good with social media, doing the skits and all that kind of stuff. But when you really compare him to guys like Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings, and I go on and on and on, Yellow Wolf, all those guys, he's not even close. But I'm not saying he's not talented. I just don't think he's even up in that. You know what I mean?
I don't even like his rap, dude. I just like his country and his Southern rock.
Mhm.
The song Desperado, I like that. That's one of the ones I like.
Desperado?
You muted.
Yep, I muted myself. Yes, Desperado. And I don't think there's maybe there's a
Ellie.
little bit in there. I'm not sure.
Ellie.
Ellie.
Where's
Oh,
our girl Ellie? I
guys.
don't like her. Oh, hey, Ellie.
I've heard that one before. Nah,
What's up? What's up?
we're in like the forest. This is cool.
We are.
In the trees.
We all just need some shrooms now. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a microdose.
this is behind Follow the Grain's house.
There.
Oh yeah.
hmm Yes, it is.
I thought she was joking when she said she lived in a treehouse. She really lives in a freaking treehouse.
No, she has a treehouse.
Oh, I thought she lived there. God. All right, joke's on me.
Yeah.
Like I legit thought she lived in a tree.
It was it's the extra house. It's not the one she actually lives in, I don't think.
That's pretty cool though.
But she lives in the woods pretty much. Like
Yeah, I've seen that creek she has. It's a nice land.
like all the paths and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I want to live there.
And she's got the pot plants. I mean, the you know what I'm talking about plants. Too late. She had like 20, 30 of them. She's like, I'm going to pull these. I'm like, no, don't you dare. You can pull those. Let them be free.
And like hops,
Yeah.
like they're doing hops.
Yeah.
Like for
Hi,
Hello.
Kate.
St. John's wort. She has like a whole bunch of shit going on there.
Yeah, and
Kate, great.
she's got that witch's head with the hat.
Kate the Great.
Who does Kate?
No, Grain.
Grain.
She wore a witch's hat?
You didn't see
No.
that video, Nick, where she
No.
showed off her place with all the Halloween stuff and everything?
Yeah.
What
She has like
was
a
this?
whole little like cemetery, kind of like fake cemetery. And like when she was showing like her whole like you know,
I saw
backstory.
I
Her
saw
whole
Queen on Halloween
house.
show. Was it Halloween? Yeah. Halloween. Her neighbor that lived in front of her had that whole setup of like you know, the fake people dead. Did you see that on Halloween? Queen's outside of Queen's house.
I didn't.
It wasn't Queen's house, but it was a neighbor in front of her. It was really cool. They must have spent like thousands of dollars doing it in probably 5 days or longer. But that's what I thought you were talking about. Oh, I didn't know. Green did that.
Follow the Grain was on Jones's live the other morning, and she walked through her property and kind of showed a few things, and walked down to the little creek and stuff, and showed the tree house from afar, and then some little quirky things that she had around the yard.
I know I missed that live. I slept late.
One was a fake cemetery. I think that's what Ellie's talking about.
Right.
Yeah, and her husband built those tombstones.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's scary.
Well, what's really weird is where I live, there are actually family cemeteries that look like that, like at the bottom of people's driveway and whatnot. You could just drive around and they look just like that. Just a little metal fence with like 4 or 5 headstones in there.
Yeah, they keep it on the property like their family.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of freaked me out being from California.
Yeah, no, I've seen that before too.
I would never go to California. That's one state I have no interest in going to.
Yeah, same here. I always wanted to go to San Diego because I almost moved there when I was like 12 with my family, but we ended up. My mom didn't take the job, so we didn't go. And I always wanted to go there just to check it out. It could have been, I could have grew up there.
San Diego, the whales vagina.
Pretty. It's really pretty, San Diego. It's like
Mhm.
mountains, and then you're like right by the beach, and it's like a city, but it feels like a small town a little. I don't know. It's
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really beautiful too.
It
Believe it or
does.
not.
Nick,
Queen Bee.
about the time you get ready to retire, California would be a place to go, bro, because they're all moving out of there now.
Not San Diego. San Diego is the whale's vagina, as Ron Burgundy says.
Oh,
Why? Why they call it the whale's vagina? I never heard that.
I
Burgundy?
don't know. That's Ron Burgundy. That's what I remember from the movie.
I was like, yeah. So that's like your whole like perception of San Diego is Ron Burgundy's.
Literally.
I saw Anchorman. I know all about San Diego.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's what
I
it
got
is.
it
Yeah,
all
Anchorman.
figured
That's
out.
Ron Burgundy. What a queen.
hey, MC Nemesis Live. Hi.
What up? What up? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, if anyone wants to come up and shoot the shit, jump up here.
Mm-hmm. because that's how we doing, talking about whales' vaginas.
Yeah, who brought that up?
Yeah, let's drop it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Talking about genitals, someone will get us confused with another channel.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I wonder. Lord, sorry.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, these dang allergies. Hey, Tina. Hi. I'm down. I'll come out. Yay!
Oh, cool.
One up.
Woo!
I'm gonna do two. One up.
Yeah, I don't have the fancy peen screen like grandma does, but I do have an overlay.
I could do a peen screen for you.
Could somebody answer this question about that whole deal with all these different people doing it all over? Do they not feel stupid that they're showing themselves doing that?
Usually it's not themselves. Usually they're just putting like a overlay, like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like a green screen overlay.
I've never seen it happen, so I don't know. I just hear
I've never seen it. I've just heard about it.
Yeah,
it's like a stalk, like a streaking thing, right? Kind of like, you know how people used to do that, like in, I don't know, like in New York with like raincoats and stuff.
Exhibitionists, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of thing, but.
There was somebody, flashers. There was somebody in Queen's Stream that that girl was on panel, and she's like, oh my god, block this person. And I'm like, what? And I looked at it, and their avatar was a peen.
No. Oh gosh.
Oh, Sherry, kill me.
That is kind of slick. I mean, because you can't really see it, you know what I mean, when it's like in the bottom left, but once you bring someone up on the screen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh god.
Fortunately, they weren't on panel. They were just in chat.
They thought that through, didn't
they? That girl, man, she's got like super mod eyes.
She saw it right away. She's like,
yeah.
Thank God they didn't try to jump up.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, block it.
Get him.
I'm looking, I'm like, why? You didn't say anything about, oh my god.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. Holy crap.
Yep. Exactly.
I don't know where I was, but it was just the other night. I was going through all lives. I was just checking out lives, and someone was in there. Yeah, it was like a live searching, but someone was in. It was about Constance Sue, and someone came in with her avatar, and they were trying to do a porn bomb, but they had a porn in the background going, and they never dropped their screen, so all you heard was all this shit, and like it really fucked up. It wasn't her; it was like a cloned account, and then they came back up and they did it actually. They got it right.
They were trying to do that on purpose to act like Constance did that. That was all set up by fucking, you know, those two. Well, probably only the one, maybe the other one as well, but the one on the right, top right. I'll put it that way. I won't even say that woman's name anymore.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw it, but I just like, man, they like totally. They were trying to say it was her doing it, and I was just like, what the hell, man? I was like, the stupidest shit. Then they actually came back and did it. I was like, these are the same. I think they did it to themselves. Like, they were in on it. Like, I don't know. It was weird.
Oh, 100%. Shit, I'll just say it.
What is Queen Bee talking about that I died? What? That I said I'm sick of the BS? What did I say that? Queen Bee, why are you trolling me in chat?
Yeah, we got to get back to true crime.
She's got to have some too, you know.
I know.
We watched it. See, yeah, I died watching that, and she proved it wasn't her. Yeah, me and Constance.
Yeah.
Constance actually did it. She did a video on it. That's right. It was from Constance.
I didn't see it. I just saw it happen and the thing. I was like, oh, are they messing around? I'm like, oh, then they kind of were gonna do it, and then like I said, they didn't drop the thing. I'm like, did they do it on purpose to make her look like she was trying to do it and look stupid? And then they did it. It was weird.
Yeah. Listen, the last thing that Constance is gonna do, number one, is that. Number two, give them any type of basically victim card. You know what I mean? Like the Queen said earlier with what's her name. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, Constance goes real life too and porn bombs. No, sorry, Nicolina. But that was a stupid move. Stupid.
Yeah, people they think they're gonna get away with some of this stupid crap on here, man. They try. You got to give them an A for effort for trying, man, because they'll try anything on here.
Yeah, they will.
People suck.
They do.
People
So
suck.
I love those shirts where I like 3 dogs and 1 person or something like that. I like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
dogs
yeah.
and
Or
like 2 people.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I follow like 10,000 dogs on Instagram. And like I have like 3, Yeah. They're
Yeah,
so
I
much
like
better than
animals.
people.
I do.
I
Animals
would
and
I was
birds.
just kidding. You're one of my favorite people too, Queen Bee. I was just joking. Yeah,
Hey, now
animals are
be
the
nice
best.
to Queen Bee, Ellie.
I know, I know. I was joking. I was like, what did she say? I'm sick of the BS.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of BS on these streets though, right? My goodness. It's
Jesus. Yeah,
everywhere.
look at MC Nemesis. He was P-bombed 4 times in a row this morning.
Whoa.
Oh
4
gosh, really?
times.
Jeez.
NCM. Wow. 4
You got
times in a
an
row.
yeah. You need to get an overlay, brother.
Holy crap!
Yeah. You gotta take some precautions. If it's happening that
Yeah,
much.
maybe not let everybody up on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What do you do? What channel is it? Nemesis Live, a gaming channel.
Is it?
Let's see right now. I'm a mod, so I can go to the channel.
Papa's,
Oh,
why isn't Queen Bee a mod?
because I didn't click on it yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a lot of gaming. It looks like Saturday Slap. Wait. Oh no, it's drama.
I didn't want to give her that responsibility, you know. I mean, she has so much other responsibility. She takes on the whole internet's problems, so I didn't want to have her the mod for my channel.
Aw.
Headache.
She takes on, she's like the internet's therapist, kind of like,
Yeah, she's like, God
or
damn it,
like
Whoopi!
spar.
That was the wrench that broke my back.
Oh
Aw.
my God. Yeah, but it also helps you to verify that it is her.
Oh, I hear.
And
True.
yeah, if you have a
Instead of,
clone come in,
It's like
yeah.
no more wrenches.
you
Fuck
don't
that.
have you don't have to wrench her.
Oh no, I did. I outwrench everybody. Honestly, I really.
You even wrenched me, my like second wrench on YouTube, or third, I think. I've like
I got
wrenches in
my
like
blue
the book.
dress.
Did I wrench you?
Yeah, like during like when we were watching Kohlberger, I think you did.
Oh,
I
all
mean,
right.
yeah. Like, ooh. I'm like the worst mod. I'm like the opposite of Grandma Sherry as far as
Yeah.
modding.
Remember you were pocket blocking people at one time?
Yeah, I pocket like blocked Grandma Sherry. So I mean, look at that. Like the best mod ever. I like was in the supermarket. I was like, Queen Bee was like messaging me. I was like, what did I do? I didn't even know what I did. I to this day I have no idea what I did. I must have
Yeah,
pressed something.
she's like, Ellie, why are you
She's
blocking
like,
Grandma
Ellie,
Sherry?
why are you blocking? I'm like, I didn't block. I don't even know how to block anybody. I would never block Grandma Sherry. Like, or I timed you out or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something like that.
Oh
Oh
boy,
my gosh, it was so
you went
funny.
big
Like I
for the
didn't do it.
first one.
I know it was like the first, and she like never wanted it. I'm like, see, you can't trust me. Like I do things in my pocket. I don't even know. You know,
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Joneson,
it's on
I
my
think we
phone.
just found your rogue mod. Aren't you
There
a
it
mod?
is.
No,
You
I'm
just
not
found.
even a mod on her channel. She won't.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
will mod me. They know I'm like unmoddable. Like I'm not a good
Aw.
modder.
Aw.
No, Skep. I'm like a mod on Skeps and like JJ and Packless. Perfect. Those are like perfect mod places for me. Places I don't
Could
need
have
to
been.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
I just
it's
like
like a
being
hard
mod.
job modding. You know,
Yeah,
I give the
I'm
mods a lot
the
of
worst.
respect. Yeah.
I'm the worst mod too. I really don't do anything or allow anything or kick anybody or time anybody out. But I do like seeing all those comments that people are blocking and are
It
being
is
held.
interesting.
That's the best
Yeah,
part of
you never know about them until you see that. You're like, oh shit. It's
it.
like there's a whole other world of messages that we don't see.
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
back chat. You know, it's a whole other world back
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a whole
I
other
love
world.
Willow
that. The unchattable.
Willow has a wrench on the Hive OG, and he said that's what he loves. He says he doesn't mod. He just likes to see all the shit
Yeah,
that the mods have to approve, because he knows it's him like every every comment.
Oh, yeah, all of his messages are back there. He's like 75% of the modding over there, probably. Right.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, he doesn't even need a mod then because he knows it's his comment. That's
He's just
if
like,
he
yeah.
thinks it
He's
needs
like,
help,
accept.
he knows.
Yeah, but that's on the dive bar hive.
Like Queen Bee just said, oh,
Oh,
shit, I
yeah,
got
no,
a
I got you.
wrench.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing because I'm only modded as Pockless over on Queens. So like when I'm there as Blunt B, I'm not modded, so I can't really see anything
Oh.
that happens. So every once in a while, like if it's real juicy, you'll see me show up as Pockless just because I'm modded. I just see
You're like,
everything.
You
you want
have
all the
no
tea.
idea how much I appreciate that. When you show up as Pockless, you're like, my John Wayne, my knight in shining armor. Like, oh God, yes.
That's fine.
So sometimes chat flies. Oh my God.
Yeah, lately it's been going like really. There's like a 1,000 people, right? Today in the chat over there.
Yeah, actually chat wasn't too bad. I had to leave for a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't really bad. It's just, and you know what I love too is because I'll remove comments or I'll time somebody out, but I don't like blocking people. But next thing I know, Queen Bee, blah blah blah, was hidden by Queen Bee. Yes, I love that woman.
They get that thug life.
she takes care of all the hard decisions, kind of, right? She's like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So you don't have to.
I'll see a comment sitting there for a little while. I'm like, man, no one's done anything with that one yet. No one's done anything with that one yet. Then finally, someone will either accept it or get rid of it. I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want to make that decision.
Yeah.
I try to release just about everything, unless it's just blatantly bashing something, trans bashing or saying something incredibly hateful that is just going to stir up the chat into shambles. Then I do remove those or I hide them so that everybody can't see them.
I like being able to check the channel to see who they really are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do that.
I mean, you're able to creep on them, see what their prerogative is almost at the times.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, because people change their names and whatnot. I like to go to their channel, especially if I don't recognize them right offhand.
Good point.
It's like, who the F are you?
And could the mod search for people again, the chat, to see if people are there? Like, if
Yeah.
like Laura was like under perplexed, right? You'd be able to tell. Yeah.
You could
Even if
do
she's
that.
not chatting.
Yeah, you could do that. You could
Oh,
do
so
it by
cool.
doing the @ PU,
Yeah,
and if
that's what
she's
I
in
heard.
there, if she's watching,
Mhm.
it'll pull up who's
I be-
watching.
Hello.
Graham, I believe she has to type at least once in the chat, though.
Does
Yeah.
it
Really?
or no? Oh, you
Yeah,
do have to type once and then okay,
and then it'll pick
that's good to
somebody
know.
up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I just figured found out like a couple days ago.
Interesting.
What one channel creator told me, if there's not a lot of people, like say right now, there's how many people? So 7, but there's more than that. One way to figure out who's in there lurking is just get the memberships.
Oh
And
yeah.
they know who's there right there.
Yeah, that happened. Like even like I think that happened on Queen.
It was
Whistle
nonsense.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Whistle Down like was in the chat yesterday, last night or something, and got gifted a membership.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I was doing my fight stream.
Well,
Damn.
remember, Queen and Johnson were both gifted in like, what was it, Betty's and Dolly's or Mallory's
Yeah.
or something.
And they
I've
weren't
been
even in the
gifted in
chat. That's the
Dolly and
weird
Betty.
part.
Yeah, I've been like not even in like somebody's stream for like weeks, and then I'll get like an email that I was gifted a membership. I got gifted a membership to a lawyer, the other day. I was so excited
Oh, cool.
because there's like 1 million people. He calls it the chat,
The chat, you mean.
Oh, I thought you said lawyer. I thought you said Laura. I'm like, dang,
Oh,
you're excited.
oh
Laura?
no, the lawyer we
Gotcha.
all want to know. We call him, but
Oh,
he calls it
the
The
model looking
lawyer.
guy.
the
The
lawyer.
lawyer.
The lawyer. My New York accent
guy.
comes out.
That guy makes me feel so less than myself.
Steffi asked, do you have to type first in the chat to be able to search a person?
That's
Do
what
you?
Boston just said that he learned.
Yeah.
I've heard the way that Boston said, and I've heard the way that Grandma, that you don't have to type in the chat. That you could just, if you know exactly who you're looking for. But then I've also heard that you have to type once too. I've heard both ways. I don't know.
I was testing it today too for a certain person.
Oh, so you tested it. Oh, who are you testing it for?
Mel.
Oh, you missed the first part of the stream, Ellie.
No, I heard it on the other. I heard him say something on the other stream today.
Oh, yeah, back chat.
Yes, me and Mel are talking. She's a very nice girl.
Speak of angels and they appear.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
Oh my God, that's weird.
That's crazy. Hey, Mel.
I gotta
Hey,
change the
Mel.
title.
Hey,
Love
girl.
Connection.
The love chat.
It's like 13, I think it's like 3 something.
That was good, Grandma. Sure. That's funny. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm on like a date with you guys.
I know, right?
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Are you,
Bachelor number 2. If I was to serve you lasagna for our first date, what would?
that's a solid. I'm half Italian.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's pretty good. I like Italian too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stupid
Like a
dating
little
game.
Italian.
Richard Ramirez won.
Yes, the secret's out, Mel.
Oh, was it a secret?
Oh,
We kept the
this
secret
is
for like 3 days, and then we decided not to keep it a secret.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. Well, you
Oh.
decided not to keep it secret. Evidently, she did. But yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we both agreed on it. We both agreed on
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Good.
That's cool.
We
That's
talked
good.
about it. Yeah.
That's good. That's nice.
Well, you want to come up on panel and say hi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel.
Mel.
It's
We
late
love Mel.
there.
It's pinned at the top. I know it is what 4 a.m.
She just does hear right stuff.
4. It's 4 in the morning there.
Ooh. Well, maybe it's
The pond, over the pond.
Oh yeah,
I-
so they're 5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 or 9. Oh, okay, for me.
5 for her. I
me.
think it's all depends on where you live.
I'm on
maybe?
the West Coast, so it's 8.
Oh yeah,
for
you're
me.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
What
On
am I?
East Coast, it's almost 11
Isn't it?
Yeah.
here. So plus 5 hours.
So it's 5 for you and 8 for me.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
She's in bed.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. here.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I just said goodnight to her.
Night, Melly Mel.
Yeah, I've done that. Wake up to go pee, and then all of a sudden you're watching a live.
Yes,
yeah.
I've been there. Yes, that's how
Oh
I
my-
end up on Rose's streams at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
That's the
my
only
God.
way I end up because she's the one that's up at like on the West Coast. She's like in the
I
middle of the
couldn't-
night. I guess she
Oh,
goes
Lord.
live. I don't know why I could listen to her. She talks about like holistic stuff sometimes. I don't know
Yeah.
why I could
Dandelion
listen to
tea.
her. Yeah, she's interesting. Not that I like think what she's saying is I agree with, but she's
Oh,
like
yeah,
an
she's done
interesting
nasty stuff the last
person.
couple days.
Yeah, she's been going for it
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
She's been on one.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, like you said, she had like a spider bite and like a root canal. Like I would be like hiding. Like the last place I would be like doing a live stream, like
Yeah,
ow.
talking that much.
Right? With a freaking root canal, like halfway through a root canal and a spider bite that she was like crying about. But she said it's better, but it was like moving, she said, down her neck. She was scared of it.
Yeah, she said it was swollen, and it was definitely, like you said, moving down her body. That was just the poison. No big deal.
Yeah, it was just like
The
yeah.
bite venom was moving down her neck.
Oh wait, we
Well,
got someone. We have someone in the back. It's
Ooh,
loser
look at this.
from EFB. All right, hang on.
Oh.
Wait, put your screen up. Put your screen up.
Little screen up.
Oh.
All right, here we go. We're gonna invite him up. All right, you're up here, loser from BFB. Hello.
Have your finger on the trigger.
Well, it actually stands for Battle for BFDI.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you got
guys
your YouTube on or
for
something.
YouTube. You got to turn off your YouTube in the background there, buddy.
Oh, I think it's off now.
I muted them.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. What's up? Oh, still didn't turn it off. All right, come back when you're not a rookie anymore. All right, it was a little kid. It sounded like, anyways.
Loser
Yeah.
from what? BFE?
BFB. He said Battlefield something. I don't know.
Oh, I thought she meant buttfuck Egypt.
Oh, not BFE.
Oh, no, it is.
BFE as in Boston. Fuck Boston. I didn't know.
Is that what it meant?
No. He said
gosh.
Battlefield.
Bravo, Foxtrot, Bravo.
He said
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
battle for BFDI. He just wrote in the back chat.
Oh,
I don't know what that means. So
I don't know.
what
Either.
that? I went through text and I don't
It's
know.
battle for BFDI.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's some game. I don't know.
Oh, what's up, independent thinker? What's happening?
We're being
I
quiet.
hate hitting the freaking mute.
Oh,
button.
yeah, sorry.
I do it
We
all
don't need
the
that
time.
one.
I'm just used to muting after I talk.
Yeah, Queen Bee got us all trained. Pretty good
Yeah,
over there.
etiquette.
We have good etiquette compared to like when you see Dolly's like lives and stuff. It's like
Well,
so chaotic.
When I go on my lives for the UFC fights, it's so different. You know what I mean? So I noticed it, and I'm in the back, guys. Like, all right, don't talk. You know, in the project, let's not talk over each other. So now they're calling me mom. All right, mom. But they
Mom.
constantly talk.
They
over
call
each
you
other.
mom. That's funny.
I mean, 4 people talking over each other at all times.
That's
at
like,
least.
yeah.
Oh.
Dolly's.
I don't know anything else about her, but I know Queen Bee's got some damn good ears. She can hear everything if you leave it up.
She can. She's like really. She'll hear anything. She's really.
When you have the earbuds on and stuff like that, that's when you'll hear a lot more.
Yeah, I wear earbuds all the time, so I appreciate Queen Bee, with her. What is that, a fan in the background or?
Yeah.
Like, yes, get it.
Yeah, it's so weird. I've never worn that. Well, I've worn it a couple times, but my ears used to get too warm and give me a headache. I'm like, I don't like this. So I just
The Bluetooth. I know. I only do it for a certain amount of time because it's like people think it's not good for you. Like not just like it messes with your makes you anxious or just fucks with your like your nervous system.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What's that, earbuds?
Yeah. Just like the Bluetooth in general,
Well,
Bluetooth.
God, we have, okay.
I know.
And
me
wireless. Frequency. Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
frequencies.
I feel like you did a thing on this, right, Grandma
I
Sherry?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
Wi-Fi
believe in all
making
that
us
shit.
crazy?
I think it is. Like there's so much more insomnia. I mean, it's also like we're very magnesium deficient, but part of it I think is Wi-Fi because we're surrounded by it,
And we haven't been surrounded by it. Like, okay, I'm going to shut up because, this is my thing. This is my jam, my rabbit hole. Nah. Don't want to be hijacking the stream.
Fine.
Wait,
Whatever.
what happened? Go ahead.
So I said.
Just tell us a little, just an inkling of what you think about EMTs and all that.
The Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe that we as humans, the majority of our, quote, nervous system, starting with our brain all the way down to our toes, is actually like an electric function, right? The nerves fire, the neurons in your head fire. And we didn't have like interference within our fields, if you will, our bodies and our minds until radio started. Right. And that wasn't bad. And then TV started, and that was over the air, and that wasn't bad. And then we got into the 80s and they started launching satellites and then, broadcasting all over. They had footprints for satellites where the area that it reached. And I think that everything has just gone downhill on roller skates since then. Now we have all the Bluetooth, all the Wi-Fi.
It's just everywhere. Yep.
hotspots. We have, Sirius radio. We got satellites beaming at us. And then now that we have Skynet, no, not Skynet. Sorry. The Elon
Neural.
Musk's,
Yes, Terminator.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
The
No,
neural
the SpaceNet, or what is it called?
neural link or something. The
No, no,
neural
no.
that
No,
stupid thing.
I'm talking about Starlink. Thank you. Yes, Starlink.
Oh, okay.
That's literally going to cover the entire planet with
Yeah.
satellites so that everybody can have internet and so that they can put chips in our brains and
Yeah.
control us from anywhere, and I think that affects our body. And my
Definitely.
theory is that all of these things that are fucking with our electrons, with our neurons and everything, is what's making people go freaking crazy. I mean,
Definitely.
we're more violent now. We buy into more shit now. People blame social media, but I think that the actual frequencies from the satellites and the Wi-Fi's and the
Yep.
EMFs and all that other stuff is messing with us. There,
Definitely.
Cliff Notes.
I think so too. I can't not. I mean, our body, it's just the way our bodies are. And like, think about all the electricity coming into it in
It's got to
general,
do
all
something.
the,
Yeah, it's got to
yeah.
do something.
No, I think Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that stuff, all that wireless stuff, and radio waves affect the body for sure.
Like
Oh,
people, like I've heard that people have like kill switches in their house. I mean, now it's hard because you're surrounded by people. So unless you're out in the middle of nowhere, but they'll have like a kill switch where like they set, like they'll turn off their Wi-Fi at like 11 o'clock every night or something, so that they sleep without it. Because people do say that it affects like that's why there's so many insomniacs and
yeah, I,
because of
I
the
would believe it because people say when they get out, like Queen was talking about going camping, and the only thing they could get out there is like 911. Um, I think that is what we all need, is to get into a place that's not polluted with all this stuff and just, touch grass, get back to nature and actually reset the calibration of our body frequencies. And I'm a geek.
Well, and not to mention the fact that people spend half their day with their cell phone next to their ear.
Yeah, exactly. And they say don't do that, when we were first just talking on cell phones, they said because it's going to cause brain cancer. Well, hello.
My
yeah.
dad thinks the same thing, and I can't agree more. That's why he talks on speakerphone nonstop. He will not put the phone to his ear.
I
Yeah, my
was
Mhm.
sister won't either. I don't, yeah.
if I'm
Oh
in,
yeah,
if
I'm
I'm in my,
diehard speakerphone person.
me too. If I'm in my home and no one else is here, speakerphone. Period.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't even like having my cell phone in my pocket. I feel like my leg just feels weird in that spot where I always have it in my pocket when I'm like going from place to place. It's crazy.
Mm.
I put mine on vibrate and put it in my pocket.
Well, being the boomer that I am, with how all smartphones are flat, I tend to do that cheek hang up thing.
Ah,
Oh,
the
because you
old
put it under your arm and like, yeah, like
Well,
how we,
because you
No,
used to be able to put the phone receiver on your shoulder and then talk, right? You can't do that with
yeah,
the smartphone.
um, yeah, you can with this. You could try, but it hurts. It hurts
Yeah, the
too
smartphone
much.
falls, or your
Yeah,
neck gets all cramped really
it's
bad.
or you drop
impossible.
it, it breaks right away.
Yeah, or you hang up on people.
I have a $1,300 phone that I broke, cracked in 2 weeks. It's not cracked bad, but I still cracked it. I'm still pissed.
When I bought my last phone, I bought this stuff, and it's literally guaranteed for life, but it's like this glass steel or something. They had to put it on my screen, and if it ever cracks, then there's like this insurance policy. As long as I own the phone, I have this insurance policy that will pay my $250 deductible to replace the screen. And
Mhm.
honest to God, I've had this phone for like 3 years now, and there's not a chip on it. There's not a crack. This thing It looks like one of those Casetify commercials from, where
Mhm.
people, I've done stupid stuff with it, but it's never
Throw the
had
wall,
any.
it's not going to break. That's why they give you that good warranty on that, because they know it's not going to break.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sherry, I put the same thing on mine when I bought it. It's about 3 years old, I guess. So,
They work. Be right back. I'm going to grab a brew.
The brew? Strange brew.
A brewski? A brewski, I don't know.
A shoey, what?
Oh, a brewski. He's
I
a
actually haven't
hoser,
been
eh?
in like 3 months. I grew out of them, guys. I finally grew out of them.
Good. We're
Nice.
so glad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably best for you.
Because I don't
Probably.
think I could hear Queen go again.
The first time she let me do it, and the second time she was like, no, hell to the no. I remember she dropped me down for like 2 minutes.
Hmm.
That's when I first started coming on.
Yeah, that's for me too.
Yeah, there was some people that liked it in the chat. Like NorCal loved it. You know what I mean? But the majority didn't.
Well, I think the majority of us actually think about the consequences inside the shoe, you know?
Yeah, if you think about it too much, it was a problem. If you just like, he drank out of a shoe, whatever. But you're like, man, I wonder how bad it smelled in that shoe.
It was more of like a newer leather boot. It was one of my dad's leather boots that he never ever wore. Right. Well, there was a time where I was using his roofing boot. You know what I mean? His old roofing boot that he never used anymore, just for like the optics. You know what I mean? Because the grosser it was, the more enticing it was for people who, because they were donating from like $20-$30 every time I would do a shoey. But the
You
reason
did it
why I
from
really
your
stopped is
dad's
because I was
shoe.
drinking too many damn beers. Freaking, I did 8 shoeys in a row at one time, and within like a 30-minute period. Yeah.
8. Wow. And you didn't
They catch-
gag at all.
No,
Wow.
I can drink beer like the best of them.
Well, okay, wait. Is the shoey just a couple drinks out of the shoe, or is
One
it like
beer,
a whole
one-
beer?
12 ounce in the shoe, chugged.
No.
And there's no
Yeah.
lining in there or anything?
No.
No? Oh,
No,
okay.
that's cheating.
No. Okay. Oh, yeah, totally.
Sorry. Yeah.
You cheat. Cheater, never beater.
That's how you
Yeah.
get athlete's throat.
Yeah, or something like that.
They weren't worn like once or twice, except for the roofing boot. But yeah, I grew out of that because of
That's
Queen,
cool.
probably.
yeah, she made you grow out of that.
I did on Dolly's before. Like before I ever came over to Queens, I jumped over on Dolly's. Like this is like during the Amber Heard or kind of like right before. Actually, the reason why I never went back to Dolly's because he had Upchurch coming on, and he had already at that point was on the Queens panel and talking all that shit. It was like within days of each other. So I did a show. We ended up talking about the case, and then he was about to come on. He kind of announced it. Dolly did, and I just said out loud like, "All right, deuces. I don't want to be on panel with Church." Jumped off.
You never liked you haven't liked him for a while. Kind of
No,
thing,
I've been
right?
on panel with him like 3 or 4 times on that Tony Dodge guy.
Before during Kylie.
Yeah. And once I saw him talk to the ladies that way on Queens, that and not just that, his little conspiracy theory as well, because it came around the same time. How she's not real.
Yeah, I remember all that because I'm a mod for Burden of Proof. And when he came out with that Zanime thing, her little chat, her little peaceful, quiet chat was overrun by church trolls.
Oh yeah, because did they think that she was like Zanime or something?
Because she was one of the first people, one of the first creators to ever do something. Because she's first on just about
everything. She was like one of the first to like report on Kylie, right?
Right.
Or something. Yeah, I heard that.
So she had the name Zanime in her title, and Church went in looking for Zanime and came up with Burden of Proof, and obviously Burden of Proof is Zanime, and it was just ridiculous. Absolutely.
Because he Googled Burden of Proof, right? And Zanime, her video on Zanime, or had Zanime, and it came up. That was his reasoning.
Well, yeah, he just went into YouTube and typed in Zanime. So Burden of Proof was like one of the first creators that had anything on Zanime.
Yep.
And
Well,
then
I
it
see.
went through that whole, the purple light behind Ichabod.
Oh God.
Yes, the purple light. I forgot about the purple light. That was
Mhm.
like a big thing, that purple light stuff.
Mhm. And
Oh
you know,
gosh.
if you
Forgot about
scrambled
that.
the letters, you know,
Oh yeah, the anagram and
Like me or
everything.
whatever it was. Oh my
Kill
Lord.
kids or something. Wasn't
I
it
sell
like
kids.
oh I sell kids, that's it. I sell well sell with a C though, I
Right.
You
think,
gotta go on
right?
mushrooms. There's no other. There's nothing else that would explain that but mushrooms or I don't know, shit. I
Or
don't know.
Adderall, maybe.
Damn. I don't. Oof.
Right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're misusing it, maybe because you just get like so crazy and just think about, stay up all night and come up with like theories. And
He
I
loves
could just
shrooms.
picture
He loves
Ryan.
mushrooms. He loves doing
I mean,
mushrooms. That's why I went to
I mean,
that.
streams don't make me think clearer about things, not like more scattered, truthfully. When I microdose them, you
Not
know,
really. I've never microdosed though. I think I need to do that next time I do it.
See, now
you
this
you should do it. It's really it. I did it for like a period of time and I stopped, but I still have them and I'll think I'll do it again. But like you have to like want to. I don't know. You have to be in like the right frame of mind to do it. But I think it's like real. People use it for like depression. It just like creates like new neural pathways in your brain in a way.
I know somebody that helped real recently.
Yeah, it could help like people like they're using it in I think in Colorado and another state like for like therapeutic reason, for instead of like using like antidepressants or something.
Yeah. 20 years ago, was it when Say No to Drug? Who was it, Reagan or whatever? Never thought that we'd be here. The
Nancy
whole.
Reagan, just say no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
what it
some,
was. Cade the Great, sell me kid.
Sell
yeah,
me kid. Yeah.
Jesus.
Sell me kid exactly like that with the S.
Yes.
I thought it was
Texan,
a
what were
C
you
in
gonna
there.
say?
There's a C, I think, too, because Ickmel.
Hold me
Yeah,
close,
it was
tiny
kids with a
dancer.
Z at the end of kids or something.
Yeah, because there's like I
see
see. I think it's sell with a C though, but that's exactly it because Ickmel. That's yep. I
Oh,
C
Texan,
E
what do you
M.
think about this? I know you like church.
See, I was going to say this is
Uh oh.
theory, but proof. Every time I'm on a panel on any side of the street but Creek Squad, it's going to get brought up every time. I
Maybe
don't
because
care
you're
where
just
it's at.
here.
Yep.
It's funny.
And yeah, I was thinking, surely not.
You're like
Here.
the Kevin Bacon of Ryan Upchurch. The Kevin Bacon effect when True Texan is on a panel, like
It
somehow
does
it
always get brought up.
always.
That was
I
accidentally.
promise
Sometimes I'll
him
get
no drama. Damn it.
No, he's a big boy with 3 million people. He can take care of himself. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Right?
if he wants to
Yeah.
get a hold of you, he's going to reach out and touch you. Trust me.
Yeah. He's a big boy. He can handle. I mean, he can handle himself, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're small fish over here. He's not even hearing this.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's here. Just in general.
And unless you put like at Ryan Upchurch
Oh yeah.
in your title, probably not. But okay, and this is really unpopular, but since we only have like 8 here, it's a nice intimate gathering. As I watched all that stuff with Ryan and people were outraged, oh my god, I saw a twinkle in his eye, and I just figured that he was bullshitting, that he was doing it just for the shock and awe.
Like trolling everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I raised 2 boys and one of mine are like that. Got a really, really wicked sense of humor. I mean, he makes people laugh. It makes everybody feel very comfortable. But when he trolls, if you will, there's just this little something about his eyes that tells me that he's not.
The devious little look or something, right?
Mhm.
Sherry, you're probably 100% correct. He's probably the king of the trolls out there.
Yeah, he gets that cat with the canary eye look in his eye.
Mhm.
It's like, oh my god, this.
I love how he wanted everybody else to prove that she was a real person and not the opposite. That was like, I was like, is this guy serious right now? I mean, she was in like 10 yearbooks. They're out there. You know what I mean? Like, how is she not a real person? You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
how is that on our responsibility to prove that she's not a real person? You need to prove that. The burden of proof's on you.
exactly.
The
Well, I mean, he kind of went like, at first it was, kind of reasonable assumptions and things, and then it went off the deep end there, and that's where you kind of, because at first I always say this. At first I was like, oh my god, yeah, call him out. I think this is bullshit. I think Ronnie knows Ickmill, and they're just saying this shit to drum up some more shit for his channel. Or even if he didn't know, he knew that this is going to stir up some shit and add people to his channel. And then he was like, oh, they're part of it. They kidnapped her. I was like, oh, okay, wait, dude, that now you just got weird on this thing. And then it just downhill spiraled from there.
So I thought Ronnie and the caller knew each other too at first. That's the only thing I thought he got right.
No,
That Ronnie and him knew. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
you didn't get that.
anything.
You didn't even get that right.
because it was right after the Joseph Morris shit where he lied about all that crap, and it got him 50,000 subscribers and all this crap. And I was like, man, I think that because he was kind of in the same little thing as him, Ickmill was at the time. And I just thought that
following the
kind
same
of was
story.
a scam. And if it wasn't a scam, Ickmill knew this dude was full of shit, but it was a great story. It was just, hey, let him say whatever, man, because it's not me saying it, and everyone wants to hear this shit. Just like with Betty and Dolly and everyone ran with and Zab Girl ran with, hey, man, it's the kids. It's a big conspiracy, love triangle, fucking murder mystery, blah, 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 blah. It was just bullshit. And I think that at first it probably was that, and then like he was adding 2 plus 2 and coming up with 78, and I was just like, dude, you're way off on this shit. Started off good, like good thing. Let's question it. Let's see if anything connects. But don't make it connect when it doesn't. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think
Kind of like
AWP
T-Rex did with the
messed
call.
with everybody's minds. I think they screwed everybody up with that, like seeing her the next
Very
day.
true.
And then everybody went like, that's where I wouldn't probably been here if it wasn't for freaking AWP and their whole thing, because they made it like us try to like think that it wasn't an act or whatever they did.
They really did. They really
lot
did.
of people's, it gave me like cognitive dissonance, and like that's how I found you guys, because I was like, what the hell? And then to find out that they were just like doing that all theatrical is just it's just interesting, how the whole
disappointing
thing
too, right?
I mean, how it messes with you, when like you're given like that kind of, like, I didn't even know that they existed to that degree, that they were doing stuff like that they could,
I thought they were awesome at first. You know what I mean? Like they're doing Lord's work, literally, like, you know what I mean? And then just the way it all unfolded.
I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I used to have a lot of respect for AWP for what they did and how they evolved and whatnot. And I didn't mind the money thing. I didn't care about where it was going. I just know that they were bringing closure to families. And then when they came out with that exploitation of, Nick the tow truck driver and all of that stuff, I just got, it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Doug upset me the most. Doug, the beard guy, like the way he that second video they put out, the one they were like, oh, wait for the second video. I was like, oh man, that's fucked up. I feel bad for the Nick guy though. I feel like that was his first body recovery. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they might have pressured him beforehand. Like, hey, if you see anything, make sure you come up and like tell us. You know what I mean? I don't know.
He must have knew what was going on, because like New York Post was following them for an article that they were doing, and I'm sure
really?
they did a couple of takes on that, and then the whole, the tow truck driver kid, like that whole thing was like scripted or something. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
I think they blew it out of control, and they heard a couple of things that he said, like maybe in the pre-interview, and they're like, all right, let's get this on tape now. And they even said, remember, like, oh, we're not recording right now, but they were recording.
Yeah.
Well, if you go back and watch that stuff, there was a weird deal with the traffic noise in and out. I mean, it was very strange. I mean,
and the light changed, like the took place like over,
quiet, and then all of a sudden you'd hear highway traffic. It'd be super quiet. I mean, that part was weird. I mean,
well, yeah,
they spliced it together for sure. It wasn't a straight.
Oh yeah, it was edited because it was light and then it was dark. I mean, time had definitely passed. So
all right, we got a new victim coming up.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put up the screen. Maria Cruz.
Oh, cruising the streets. Here she comes.
Pain screen.
Mm-hmm.
Nigger.
Drop him. Hey,
Nigger.
Hey, you can't talk over me because I'm talking louder, buddy.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, bye-bye. You're good. Don't worry.
Will
Yeah.
they like get rid of your channel for that? Or
No.
no?
No.
No, they can't do nothing for that. He's just a moron.
People say when you say that word though, it could get your channel. Like I just heard that like B-Tim has said that before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was yelling over him.
Yeah.
I've had to do that a few times for other channels.
Mm.
That's like so crazy that people will do that, right? That kind of thing. Like why? Like that's a different kind of like it's like there's peen bombing, then there's that, which is like a different thing altogether.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He was going to pee bomb us for sure, but the screen was up, so that's what he resorted to.
Yeah. Well, just a little mod advice. If somebody isn't typing in your chat, don't allow them up on your panel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, because that person wasn't in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you can put your stream when you schedule it. You can put it on the subscribers only mode, and you could do it like subscribers for only 1 minute. That also keeps like the bots out.
Ah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I think it was that guy that said he got pee bombed 4 times today.
Oh, MC Nemesis live.
Just allegedly, in my opinion, that's all.
Could be.
Yeah.
Does not reflect Packless's views.
Hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't understand what he said.
No, because Boston was on his A game.
He was.
Yeah.
He was blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling. Hey, Nonya, I just had a freaking feeling.
Nanya.
What up,
Oh,
Nonya?
good Nanya, what's happening? Welcome.
What's up, Nanya?
Goodness. Haven't seen Nonya today.
No, girl needs some therapy. Get your ass up here.
Yeah, well,
Nanya therapy.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. Everybody does.
Yeah, we do.
Queen says, always be trigger finger ready, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's so fast. Like, just boom. She'll just like throw somebody off. Like if she even feels it happening, something's going.
Oh,
Yeah, Queen's got like this ESP.
Spidey sense with it. Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to start singing, hold me close, tiny dancer. I was going to start putting up my Mariah Carey pipes.
Tony Danza. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Good Nanya asked her, did she miss anything today?
Oh, no.
My God.
Not really. I mean, same. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
different
perfect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Different toilet, pretty much.
Just rewind 3 minutes. There's something.
SSDD.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is some like love connection. Ooh la la news. But
Oh, that is true.
she's gonna be like,
Nanya, sit down. You're gonna love it.
you're gonna love this.
Yeah, I have tea for you. It's like butter.
It's like butter.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The tea that Alicia and Gina shared earlier.
Oh, the tea to come tea and the partial tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. That somebody is like is turning right now or has turned on Molly and is about to like expose her.
Yeah, jelly bean going down.
Yeah, who do you think that's going to be?
Who knows, right?
Jay for all?
No. I think it's going to be Patreons.
Somebody would probably make like somebody we don't even know, like a sub or something, right? I don't know.
Probably.
Sub Patreons. You know what I mean?
It'd be funny if it was Lara, but it's not.
No, I don't. Think
No,
so.
I know it's
that.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
would-
No.
All right, the good onions here. So
Oh,
Oh, good.
he's already modded. So I
love
know it.
correct. Rewind. How much?
No, you can't rewind all. You can't rewind. This is new. This is new here.
Put it in. We put in the back chat.
Is it no yet?
Oh.
Nick could put in the back chat.
She's up.
Everybody
Hey,
knows.
everyone.
Hey, Nanya, how was your Sunday?
It was good. A lot of naps today. I'm still
Oh.
catching up on sleep from this week. So
Oh,
I've been
good.
sleeping off and on for the day. And then
Is-
apparently we're starting a new lifestyle yesterday when we got home. So
Oh,
I
really?
feel like I'm cooking constantly.
What's
my
the lifestyle?
goodness.
We have, well, my husband needs to do low sodium. And so, yeah. And you don't even realize, I mean, it is probably not what you want to talk about, but you don't even realize how much sodium is in stuff until you start looking at labels. And you're
Right.
like, God damn.
Labels and stuff. There's so much sodium. I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, everything has salt in it. It's crazy.
It's terrible.
It is.
I have a little grandma tip for you.
Okay.
If you buy it in the produce section or the meat section, there's no salt.
Yeah, that's what they told us, is to shop the perimeter of the store.
The
And
perimeter.
that's going to be
Exactly.
our
Yeah.
best bet. But unfortunately, if I put that meat in a pot or a pan and I cook it, it needs something.
Yeah.
Oh, that Mrs. Dash stuff.
Yeah, I bought some of that today. So, and
It's-
some somebody Cajun kind of seasoning. So
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. It'll take a while, but honestly, maybe after like a few weeks,
yeah.
if you taste something that is, packaged or whatever, you can taste the salt. It's crazy.
Need
Yeah,
salt.
even drinks. I was surprised. Even some drinks, I've had to look at the labels, because even drink, like, and no shade to anybody who drinks water all the time.
Hmm.
But if you're not a person who drinks water all the time, after a while, you get like, shit, I'm tired of water at this point. But when I went to look at drinks, I was like, my God, even the drinks have sodium in them.
Yeah,
I hate water too much.
they advertise that as electrolytes.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, who has a love connection?
I guess you could say myself. Me and Mel are an item.
Each other's DMs.
Slid up in the DMs.
We're talking. No, I'm DM. I'm a gentleman.
Interesting.
You are a gentleman, Nikki, and she would be very blessed if
Well, thank you.
I'm not going to say
Kind of long
anything.
distance, though, right? A little.
Huh? What's
a little
up?
long distance, right?
Yeah.
I mean, on
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah, definitely long distance.
Yeah.
What's a passport and a plane ticket between true love?
What's like
Listen,
another country,
I've never been
What's
in.
an ocean between two love?
right?
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
I used
Well,
to be on.
y'all are both on the Eastern Seaboard, so what's a flight?
What's a flight?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Never been.
And with the way that her subs pay for things, I'm sure they'll absolutely, if you just allow her to
No,
screen
that's
your
good.
first date.
No, wrong one.
Yeah, not Mal. Mel.
No, Mel.
Oh, Mel, Dolly's
yeah.
ex-mod?
Yes.
Oh,
You,
that was a little less sensational.
It is.
see, you thought I meant Mallory. You thought I was joking.
Wow.
Oh, my heart. Not Mallory. Not my Nikki.
Now the ocean makes now it makes more sense of the
Now you're-
ocean away. I get it.
Yeah.
Last like minutes in my brain and rewinds. Okay. Let's restart.
Right. Clear.
Exactly, Ellie.
When she said that, I was like, wait, hold on. She's talking about Mal. Calm down.
Mel and Mal. It sounds very similar. So I probably should
Yeah, I thought you said Mal.
enunciated
Sorry.
better. I'm the worst. with
Boston
enunciation.
accent.
Yeah,
Mal.
there you go. It's the Boston accent.
Well, that definitely would have been a juicier story.
Yeah, right?
You see her for sure.
And I know, like, he's cracked jokes about it, before.
Where is the engagement photo or whatever they made
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
wedding photo. Mhm.
with the chickens start getting thrown in the air? The chicken cut over. That was
And
funny.
Gina has a little crush too, I think, right?
Oh yeah, everybody do.
Who?
course.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
Gina.
Yeah, Gina Diamond. She loves her some Nikki.
Mhm. Everybody loves Nikki.
Don't
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. Everyone's gonna start hating me.
Oh, Mel's back. Hey, Mel.
Hey Mel. She's actually probably been lurking and sort of dozing and
In between.
It's
Yeah.
late there.
Oh, that's the Mel?
4:27. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The British
Well, I
now.
mean, we can guarantee that you won't be asking for any photos like that. So,
Oh yeah, I'm a
I
gentleman.
mean, that's already a step up from, the last DM she slid into.
That he said into, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's interesting.
Yes, and
Very
Nikki's
nice
got a
girl.
+1.
Yes, September. It's my best friend's wedding. I'm the best man too, so I invited her to be my +1.
Wow.
It's in September though, so it's pretty. You know what I mean? It's not too far
Yeah.
away. So
I told you, Ellie, you missed the
Whoa.
beginning.
Oh, I missed
Oh,
that part.
wow.
Wow, me and Naomi finally missed that together. Wow.
I didn't know we were at +1 status already. I thought we were just now sliding into the DMs.
Me too.
like 3 or 4 days of
+1.
like talking almost all day and night.
Well, it's a good thing she
And we've
wanted it
talked
on
a lot
the
before.
internet, Boston, because
I've been on piano with her a bunch of times.
At
That's
Stoned
what I
and
guess.
Alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't go over there just for Mel.
Yeah,
I
sure you
want
do.
Stone to think that Stone's a
Admit
cool
it.
guy.
Admit it. Yeah, you do.
Oh, it's definitely a plus.
Oh yeah. Gosh, she's beautiful.
She's a very pretty girl.
Oh my God,
I've never
my
seen
Nikki
her.
in a tux.
Grandma Sherry's gonna cry.
I clean up well, okay? I promise.
Oh, he's such a handsome boy.
I hope there's no boots at that wedding.
There's no what? Oh, we were just talking about that too. It's funny you just brought that up. But you have boots like shoeies?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I retired the boot.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
It's been like
Okay.
3 months or so, at least.
3 months, yeah. 3 months.
It's been a
Okay.
while. You know what? Let's just grab the boot now. I'm just joking.
No.
Let's not just say.
I don't want Mel to stop talking to me right away. You know what I mean? If I do a shoey. So, well, you know what? English culture and Australian culture over that way, they do shoeys, but it's more the New Zealand area and Australia area. That's what the UFC fighter does, Tai Tuivasa. That's who I got it from.
How do you guys know what she looks like? That's what I want to know. Like, has she been on camera before?
Yeah.
Oh, she's always on camera.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't take trips over into Dollyland at all, and I only know a little bit.
She's
from
on
what I've
Stones.
seen on Jones's.
Yeah,
channel,
she's not.
so.
Yeah, she's been over there months. Or a month
She's
and a
part
half,
of the mod, like the mod debacle, like the big mod, like
Yeah. That's how I know. Like, that's how I know of her.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Was from that.
Well, okay. Remember on Queen Bee during the mod debacle, she showed a clip of somebody, a beautiful woman, who got up and turned around to walk out of the room briefly, and Dolly was staring at her butt.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
He almost broke his neck.
But my
But that was Mel.
fried from the mod debacle, so I
yeah.
got
caught up in the middle there. Yeah, it was just because we knew that from it was just we were joking around about that before because Paper Cut was also on panel that day, and she kind of hissed a little bit when she saw.
She gave.
She definitely.
What a gentleman Dolly is, though, right? Like when you really think, well, you're just Dolly, you're a gentleman scholar. Fucking punk.
I believe
she's been on Queens too.
Yes, I'm actually right.
I didn't know that. Okay. Right.
Queen
said, no, Nikki, not the fucking shoeies, right?
No, she's gonna start gagging. She gets really,
she hates it.
She gets gaggy.
So easily.
I know. I feel when she gets gaggy, I get gaggy.
Me too.
The time she let me do it, she's like, all right, I'm gonna do it in the next 45 seconds. I'm gonna get up and walk away from the computer. So she got up and walked away from the computer for 3 minutes. She came back, she's already done. I'm like, yep.
At first, I thought she was being exaggerative when they were talking about the blue gumball. And then when somebody told the story, because somebody on panel didn't know what it was. So somebody had to fill them in on what it was. And while while they're explaining it, she's gagging. And at first I was like, oh, she's just, being, exaggerative, whatever. And then I realized, oh no, she's legit gagging.
She's legit gagging.
She's like, whoop.
Yeah, I sympathy barf.
I sympathy barf. I start getting the gag when other people get the. Yeah, I don't know why that happens to me when other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the worst mom.
When B. Tim started going over that again today, I just said, gotta go. That story's gross.
I see. I did see before I came in here. I seen Jilly is on panel. What is she exposing today?
I don't know. Do you guys
Oh.
know? I know. I saw her. She was going to do Jilly, and then she was going to do the Hive. That's like I got the preview, and then I saw Packless was nice. You know, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, she was doing Jilly Bean first with some kind of breaking something news. I don't know. Does anybody in chat know? I feel like somebody must know.
No, I don't.
Anybody in chat?
Right, about
Laura's
how
doing
Gina's
this?
a
No one in
liar.
chat.
Oh,
Anybody in chat know? Okay.
Oh, God.
Queen B,
said
do
she's
you
crying
know?
about how Gina is a liar. Okay.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Mm.
Oh yeah, she did start talking about Gina a little bit because she was like, "Oh, I was watching, you know, probably Queen Bee's channel." Laura said, "You know, oh, I was just happened to be watching." You know, I think because Gina was talking about Jilly Bean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
About
Yeah.
watch.
Yes, she did. She brought her up. What was it for?
Diamond cutter.
Someone,
Oh,
not the
okay.
air conditioning. Someone in air conditioning not working or
Talking
something.
about the
Or
tea.
not putting
Yeah.
in their air conditioning or something. I
Yeah,
heard that
trying
part
to
too.
move to get a hotel, scamming money because they're too lazy to put their air conditioning in the window. Right?
Yes, that's what it is. Yep.
Something about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good
Wow.
stuff. Interesting.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Dolly did try to drag a bunch of us, me, Willow, Queen Bee, Tim, maybe one or two other people. So
Yeah.
I dragged the fuck. I was one of the people that dragged the fuck out of him
Willow.
today. Yeah.
Mhm.
Him and this girl PJ. I'm gonna put my fucking mother's name, my mother in his mouth. Bro,
That
oof.
wasn't cool. That yeah.
Oof.
He said, well, he also beat him live with his mother too. You know, I mean, he knows. I don't. He doesn't know that your mom passed away.
He
You
probably
know, he
should by
shouldn't.
now.
But I
I mean,
don't
if he,
think he
he knows
remembers
what
shit
my
like
freaking
that.
background looks like, though, which is funny. Right, you know what I mean? Like behind me, and I don't turn my camera on too much, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, just because you have a UFC post, it doesn't mean you can fight, man. I'm like, I want to be like Dolly.
Queen is telling Mel about your shoe.
So, Mel,
Oh,
no, it is not an
no.
American tradition.
Queen Bee.
I don't know where it came from, but it
Shit
should be
legit made me
retired
sick.
immediately.
Oh no.
It came from Australia and New Zealand, all right?
Is that American tradition? Oh, Boston's getting in trouble in the
No,
chat.
Yeah,
Queen
hell no,
Bee.
it's not.
You
Fuck
guys
no, it's
freaking
not.
rat me out. Unbelievable.
This is so funny.
God.
Came from an Australian fighter. No, it was an
Yes.
Australian fighter.
New Zealand or Australia? It's one of the two. His name is Ty.
Mel, it's gross.
Tuivasa.
It's gross, Mel. It's gross. Don't let
It
him
is.
do it ever again. He said he gave it up 3 months ago.
Retired, like 3
He retired him, but there
We
is
need to
probably
get him
footage of
one
him
of those
doing one,
big,
right?
one of those big glass boots. That's what you need to
That's-
do.
Yeah.
With
something
an
Somebody
like-
actual
send me
shoe.
one.
Do it out of a glass boot.
No, we went on a Vegas trip a year ago or 2 years. It's one, a year ago, 2 years ago. A bunch of us went to Vegas and met up, like 30 or 40 of us. And my buddy bought me one, but I forgot to take it home on the freaking plane. But it was a 2-beer glass boot. Yeah,
Oh, dang it.
I put my name on it, the whole freaking 9.
Wow, you need that.
What's
know.
funny is it really must be a thing because when I did, I played a guess the creator kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like we played like a song or like images like that represented the creator and people in the chat had to guess it or whatever. And for Nick, I found a song that was all about like drinking out of boots.
That's right.
And I was like, okay, it must be a thing. If somebody has taken the time to make a song for it, it must be a thing somewhere. Who knows?
Yep, it is.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you, Infinite.
Yeah, it seems something like a wrestler would do or something. You know, I see Stone Cold taking off his shoe and doing a shoe here. Some crazy person.
He would drink it and then crack on his head, right? What I would do, I would pour it into the boot, then crack it on my head, and then drink it. I mean, I would crunch that beer can to a half an inch on my head.
I
One shot.
cannot.
I got hit with a bottle in a fight back in the day.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mel.
right on the right side of my head.
Yes,
And I got some scar tissue there, some extra scar tissue. So I just use that spot.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yep.
it's good to know if any damage is going to happen, it's going to keep happening in the same spot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, Mel, it was a different Boston, I promise.
Yeah, I'm sure she can go back a few months, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
You said when you stopped and
You know
see a
what?
couple.
Somebody
I think I have an
find that
avatar for it.
timestamp.
Oh,
The first time I seen it was on my panel. I didn't know you had done it on Queen's panel as well.
Oh wow, it's going around as a clip. Then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I
Mel
have
will
a
get you that.
avatar. I don't know. Maybe let me check.
Oh yeah, you do. An
I had
avatar of you
one, but
drinking
it's
out of.
not
I remember that.
in.
I
It's
remember
not there anymore, though.
that was like from months ago. I feel
Mhm.
like
Where the fuck is it?
it's like OG Nick.
Yeah. I used to bring that one up just to gross Queen out. Is this it?
Oh wow.
Oh, True
I
Texan
bought-
found it.
No, that's just me.
True Texan has it. True Texan has it found it live at the timestamp.
Jeez, Tex, you're my friend.
True Texan is like
Look
he
at-
knows when to come through. He really
Look at
does.
You
he's
can play
like
it if you
receipts
want
or
to.
it didn't happen. I've got the receipts.
He's like, here you go.
So it did happen.
Bam.
You can play
He's
if
like,
you
I
want.
have all of them.
Oh
You
Lord.
sure you want to do that with Mel in chat? Half asleep?
Yeah, I'm retired.
Are you sure? Let's just say, if she wants to look at it, she go look at it.
Yeah, maybe just
I don't want to be blamed for nothing.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Sorry, you got mentioned.
It all
Offer it in
left
the chat. There you go.
on Packless's live stream. It all went south.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, he's
Son of a gun.
bullshitting. Oh,
Oh.
True Texan. Or he's just sticking up for you. He does have it. And he's
Oh
just...
yeah, no, good
No,
call.
that's,
Yeah,
that's the last person I thought that would have a clip of that. But it was on. It was back in the day. It was at least 6 months ago, at least. Wait. Actually, it wasn't in 2023. It had to be 2022.
But B Tim has it like in a file of that
Oh, yeah.
says Boston on it or something.
Definitely in a file somewhere.
Probably,
Somewhere.
yeah.
Mel says she's going to show you how to drink out of a glass.
Oh, that's good. Thank God.
Well,
Or maybe just the can it came in. That's just.
That'll
There's
work.
no drinking out of now. Can you know what I mean? But we can get fancy with a glass.
I can't.
baby
Well,
steps.
you're going to be at a wedding, so they'll have like nice glasses and stuff, you know? Lots of booze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy that's getting married. He's sober 6 or 7 years now.
Oh,
but,
so no booze.
No,
But
he's
they'll-
gonna have booze for all
oh,
of
they
us.
will for everybody else. Yeah. Mhm.
It'll be a cash bar.
But it's in the Keys. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, they're getting married on the beach.
I love
Oh,
weddings.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Weddings are fun.
You have to make sure that you hop on panel and tell everybody to
Yes.
shut the shit out of Queen.
That's a good idea. You know what? They call me
I
Nicky
feel like you
Podcast.
can't go to the
It's my
Keys
nickname of my friends.
without doing that.
Huh?
I said I feel like you can't go to the Keys without doing that.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
think that's a good first date. A wedding in the Keys. Can't
Oh,
go
yeah.
wrong. I mean, weddings are always fun. I've never had a bad time at a wedding. You
We
know.
have a DJ. He's a DJ on the beach. He's got a raw oyster bar with all you know.
Oh my
he's
gosh,
doing it
fun.
big. Yeah, he's doing it big. And it's
perfect.
casual. It's like khakis with a white button down.
In
I
September.
won't be in a tux, guys.
In September.
Yeah.
How tall is Mel? Does she know? She knows that you're
Mel's 5
6'4".
foot.
Oh wow,
Oh my
5
God,
foot?
that is
Like
so
even?
cute.
she's
Oh,
little.
Yeah, she's a shorty.
Shorty.
oh, like my mom and dad.
Oh, same.
Grandma Sherry.
Well, yeah, my dad was like 6'3" and my mom was 5 foot.
Aw.
Oh my
dad
gosh.
was tall too,
Yeah.
like that.
And so I'm over a foot and what, 4 inches. Yeah.
Is your dad
Yeah.
tall too, Boston?
Mm,
No.
5'11", 5'10". Well, he
Oh,
shrunk
wow.
to 5'10".
Interesting. And your brothers? Were your brothers like?
Johnny is 6 foot 6'1", maybe at best. Casey was
Oh.
6'2".
Oh wow, so all tall.
Yeah. And my grandfather on my mom's side was 6'4". My
Oh,
uncle, my dad's brother, his youngest brother, is 6'3". He is 6'3". So I have a little bit, tall people in my family.
Yeah, all the women in my family were small. They were all like, my grandma was 4'11", my mom was 5 foot, all my girl cousins and everything. And so I was basically 5 foot by the time I was in, 4th grade? Now I'm 5'8".
Right.
Oh wow, you're taller than everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, so I grew up, feeling like a freak because I thought women were supposed to be small.
Oh, oh wow.
They're supposed to be tiny little, and what the frick am I, an Amazon?
My mom was 5'8". That's tall, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
tall
mean,
for a
I'm
woman.
5'6", like
Mhm.
so 5'8". I feel like is a little tall, or yeah, a little taller.
I definitely get asked quite a bit to help people with the stuff on the top shelf at the grocery store.
Yeah. I could like. Mhm.
See, that's where we come in handy as tall guys.
Yeah, my dad was tall. He would like. It was awesome.
Yeah,
It
my
was just
husband is
I
super
like to
tall,
purposely
so
help
I
people.
always have to ask him to grab from the top shelf. I'm tall, but like not tall enough to reach the top shelf of stuff. So
See, look, Queen's 5'10".
5'10". Wow, I didn't know you're so tall, Queen Bee.
Yeah, I'm 6
That's
foot.
tall. Wow, you're 6 foot. Yeah, my dad's
Are you? I
6'1".
didn't know you. Okay.
Yeah.
You're
I
tall
th-
too.
I
Tall
think I'm
people.
more in love with you now, Queen.
That's
Wow,
I
tall,
that's
girl.
amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
have
like
a
tall
Oh,
people.
you played ball. All right, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, you sound like you're tall, Ellie.
I'm like 5'6" or and a half or so. I'm not super
I don't
tall.
know, just something about it. I just figured you were tall.
I'm like average. Yeah, I'm like tall. I'm like long. That makes
So
sense.
you played the post?
Oh, she's
oh
basketball
wow,
player.
Queen is tall. I didn't realize that.
That 5'10" is tall. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Two
I
Yeah,
of
I'm
my
skinny.
6'4" my
so
sophomore year and didn't grow. Well, no, 6'3", and then only grew another inch till the next 3 or 4 years. I was really tall. So, sophomore year. Just 1 year, I went from like 5'10" to 6'3" in 1
Oh
year.
wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Stop doing that.
two
Oh,
of my
sorry.
daughters are like 6 feet tall.
Oh
And then my
wow.
son is probably like he's still growing, but he's probably like 6'5" now. And then my other daughter is like 5'3". I don't know what happened.
Oh wow. Oh, crazy. That's interesting.
But yeah.
Wow.
When they were really like when they were a lot younger, like little kids, it did not take long for my 3 littler ones to surpass the oldest one.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she would be so mad that but on my mom's side of the family, like all of the females are short. It's just like it's in their DNA, and she got that DNA,
Mhm.
and the rest of my kids
It
got their
happens.
dad's DNA, so they all got the tall gene. But
Did any of them ball?
huh?
Did any of them play basketball or sports, anything like that?
So my son played football. My daughter played soccer when she was in school. She's grown up now, but she played soccer a lot of soccer and competitive soccer. But then no, like my other one, who is like the tallest girl that I have, she's very like into books. She loves to learn and read and
Ah.
all kinds of stuff like that. So like school was always very interesting to her. And if you were looking for her, you could find her in a corner reading a book. Like that's where you could find her. Like that's
Aw.
just always been her
Oh.
thing. So she likes reading.
She's my favorite.
Sure.
High
But
school one
along with
is-
reading a lot of books comes a lot of knowledge. So we would have these random she always has these random facts about things. Like you'll be in a conversation, about like, oh man, did you hear about, whatever. Like my husband loves like true crime podcasts. And so like we would have been talking somewhere and we'll be like, oh yeah, did you hear about the case in, whatever, like let's just say Detroit, right? And then she'd be like, did you know that Detroit, is the biggest manufacturer of vehicles? And the
Aw.
first vehicle was, manufactured in like 1920 something, whatever, right? And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. And I probably could have gone all my life without knowing that. But thank you for yet another random fact.
Aw, I love it. I love that.
Yes. Oh my
It's like
God.
beats him a
I want to
little.
adopt her.
Yeah.
I'm her new grandma. Yes.
Yeah, she
Well,
is
Queen
a
Bee said that
plethora of
her
knowledge.
brothers are 6'3" and 6'4". Her two brothers. So
Oh wow,
that's like your boys.
Okay, so they're
Yeah.
tall too. Yeah, you're all
Wow.
tall as hell.
A
Exactly.
lot of like tall people in this like group. Who knew?
Right.
Yes. Yeah, and people do get shorter as they age because it's called
Yeah.
disc degeneration.
You're like bones, like right.
Well,
That
there's
flat foot too. You get flat foot, you lose like a quarter inch there sometimes. There's a lot of little things.
there's a cushy thing between each one of your vertebrae in your spine, and that actually starts to dry out. It's called desiccation. It starts to dry out, and as that dries out, your bones actually get closer together.
Oh wow. So you
You've
just
heard
shrank.
of degenerative disc disease is what it's called.
Mm.
And so that's why everybody gets smaller, or they shrink, they lose some height.
Oh, I haven't heard about that. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's why you shrink.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
you lose height, is because your spine is literally compressing.
And you get hunched over a little bit of times too, right? So the hunch over might for
Well,
men at least.
no, that's poor posture.
I think that's posture. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
poor posture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I do in my job is I read medical records all day long and try to figure out what kind of injury happened now and what did they have before and did it exacerbate this, blah blah blah. So I have all of the stupid information that nobody really wants to know.
Well, I just fixed my posture. Now my back is straight and I'm not hunching.
Wow, Steph B's 14-year-old is 6'3", and so
Wow.
is our 24-year-old. Wow.
Your 14-year-old's probably going to grow a couple more inches. It all depends. Like I said, I was 6'3" sophomore year and only grew another inch until guys stop growing like 22, 23. Height, the whole nine. Women a little bit earlier, I believe. But yeah, I had a scholarship to go play ball at a private school. It was 35, 40K a year, and I just had to pay for my books. Me and my entire team they recruited and whatnot. So
Nice.
I used to skip class. It was not a good thing though, because I used to skip
Oh,
class
yeah.
on game days. I mean, I'd be on the field at like freaking 1:00, missed 3 classes, taking ground balls, hitting batting practice and whatnot. So it ended up not being the best of decisions, but this is what it is. And I had a scholarship signed with Air Force Academy and blew my knee out a month and a half before I left.
Wow. Oh, Steph B's kids are all tall, but Kate the Great says she's only 5'4" and she's feeling very short right now.
Aw.
I'm 5'6". I'm not much taller than you, Kate. I feel
And
short
Mel is
too.
only 5 foot.
All your shorties, well, except for Queen Bee and a couple others.
Yeah.
Oh, she's only 5'5". I thought she was 5'4".
No, that's Dolly.
Oh.
No, I think he's 5'2". I thought.
Mel's 5 foot.
Yeah, Mel
Maybe
is
even 4'11". I'm not sure. It's either 4'11" or 5 foot.
Oh wow, I didn't know
She
that.
said 5 foot.
5 foot. Okay, I got it right.
Yes.
When I was younger, from 22, 25, a girl I dated, Carissa, she was just under 5 foot. But that's when I got addicted to painkillers and whatnot. Both of us ruined the relationship. We broke up and whatnot. We're still friends to this day. Nice girl, but she was a short girl herself.
Can I ask a random question to the panel?
No.
I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today, and I'm curious what your answer to this is. What makes you subscribe to a channel?
It's a good question.
If I watch a video and I'm entertained by it, then I'll subscribe. If I think I'm gonna watch another video by that person about something, but if I don't think I'm gonna watch another video about anything or that person has to offer about it, then I probably won't subscribe. I may like the video, but I usually have to think I'm going to watch another video by that person, or I really, really, really like the video I watched, and I'm like, dude, I'm just going to subscribe just because of that one video. I do that sometimes too, though.
For me, every once I used to, at least not anymore, but I used to subscribe, in case it was like like a channel that was shit talking and stuff like that. But a channel that I like and whatnot, it would have to be, I guess, first impressions are everything for a lot of things. The content that they're putting out there. I also do like the option of bringing people on panel, stuff like that. So for me, I guess that would be the roundabout.
A roundabout?
Every says I say it like that. It does not sound like that to me. It's so weird.
It's
like Canadian a little.
About
a little Canadian. Boot.
A boot?
I just unsubscribed to so many. I went through my list recently, which I haven't done this ever, and unsubscribed to so many people that I just don't watch. So I feel like if I watch them, I subscribe to I was subscribed to just random. I don't even know how I got subscribed to them over the years. I guess
I have literally, well, I've been doing that, but I have found places that I swear to God I would never subscribe to these things, no matter how high I was. But all of a sudden I'm subscribed and I'm getting notifications and I'm like, what the heck? So, but if I subscribe to somebody, like if they're video only channel, right? I have to really like the premise of their platform. Like, what are they primarily talking about? So, like, I have the bird guys, and then, I have like the Anunnaki people and the alien people and the AI people and the religious people and the cult people and all of those things. Yeah. I have a very wide interest, but the live people, the only people I subscribe to for that are the people whose chats I enjoy.
That's another good one. Yeah, the channel. You know, that's a bit. That's huge to do with the channel. The people in the chat.
Well,
That's why I love Queens and Jonesins and a bunch of others I'm probably not naming right now. Is because the people in the chat are so cool and kind, and you know what I mean. Yeah.
well, the thing that I found, because I mod for 250 channels, is that
Oh my God. What?
no, I'm kidding. I'm only a mod for
I
like
feel
I was
like
like,
that too,
what?
Grandma Sherry. I totally feel like that.
Oh my god.
don't ask
Like,
me why, but it's like I show up on a channel live and all of a sudden I get a wrench.
yeah, they're
But
like, here you go, Grandma Sherry.
Well, I was gonna
Come
make
here.
that joke. I was like, Grandma Sherry just subscribes to every channel because she's a mod in every channel.
There you go.
I
She's
am.
like, yeah.
I am. But no, when I'm in chats and whatnot, and I see people every once in a while, they talk about, oh, I love this place, or okay, I'm out because nobody's talking to me, or they'll say things like, and I brought this up on one of my lives, is that they're afraid to talk in the chat because they don't want to be attacked. So I think that the chatters, the subscribers, and the mods, to be honest with you, have a huge interaction as far as the energy of the channel and the creator.
Okay, so question 2 then, because that leads me to more questions, Grandma Sherry. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Question
welcome.
2 would be if you were watching live stream wise, if you watched a page or you're watching a live stream and the mods aren't very interactive with you and the person who is presenting their content isn't very interactive with you, does that make a difference for you?
Huge difference. There's actually one of my mod things that I picked up a long time ago was when people come in to the chat, if they're not members, and nobody tell my secret, okay?
Okay.
But okay, if they're not members of the channel, I try to make a special effort to greet them. And if they say something ha ha ha, then I'll put an at whatever your name is and a little happy face, because they feel like they are being engaged, that they're being heard, that they're appreciated for being there.
Very important, right there, Grandma.
Yeah, and then I drop the member link.
That's interaction is huge. Expect even if it's a mod, you know what I mean. It does help out a lot. I do that with the channel I work for. Even if I'm not on panel, I'll just go in there. If I see new names, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel, blah blah blah. People always want to be acknowledged.
Well, the thing is that I'm spending my time and my interest in giving you the view, in being there to hear what you're saying, that sort of thing. There are so many chats that I have been in that I was a member. Okay, I'm not a member anymore, but I was a member, and I would come in and say, "Hi, creator name, how are you doing?" And I would specifically say, "Hi, Steph B. Hi, Kate the Great. Hi, True Texan," and nobody said anything back to me. The creator didn't read chat. It was not interactive at all. And I said, I think you're great, and I think your delivery is fabulous. I said this to myself, but I said, fuck this.
Yeah. When you're in a, like you said, when you're in a chat, and whatnot, and nobody's acknowledging you whatsoever, it's like, oh, why am I even here, really, right? If that's what you want, if that's what you're there for, is chat, chatting with people and discussing the topic or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole thing about lives is that you do get that interaction, because so many people are socially isolated somehow, or they're just at work and they're bored senseless. Whatever the reason is, they need that interaction. They want to hear what the creator says, or have the creator read out their comment, or talk to somebody in the chat about their flowers or their pug
Yeah.
or whatever the thing is, and if you're not going to do that, then I might as well just watch the video channel.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever stayed in a live stream where you're not really interested in the actual content or video or whatever commentary being given, whatever the subject matter is, but the chat is engaging enough to where you do stay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
1,000%.
I mean, I'll mod 7 hours of Queen Bee. Kidding, Queen. Just kidding. No, it does get. Who's coming up?
Oh, we got a paint screen up. Just get your
Yeah.
finger on the button. I'll get ready to sing.
Oh, it's Texan.
Oh God, it scared me.
Yeah. No, but I was just kidding, Queen. But yeah, I've stayed just for the chatters, and to be honest with you, if I'm modding, a lot of times I can't even pay attention to the panel.
Oh, that's true.
What's going on?
Interesting.
Which is the downside of being a mod for 250 channels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words, a lot of reading.
Yeah, so basically, if you want to know any details of any true crime thing that has ever happened over the last 2 years, ask me. I've heard them multiple times.
Got any crazy stories?
No.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I had a creator I was talking to earlier that's trying to figure out, like why their views are down and their subs are down, and like why people are unsubscribing, and just like what they could do better. And so I went and watched a little bit, but the stuff that I seen, so when I gave the feedback on it, like this is what I'm seeing of like the chat isn't very interactive with each other. You're not engaging with the chat. Like I believe that it really does keep people there to engage with them. But I was curious, just because I believe that that's something doesn't mean that it is something. So that's why I was curious what your guys' thoughts were, because I know you guys go to a lot of different areas, even Ellie, like, and Blunt B. Like I know you guys go to a lot of different areas. So I was curious,
I listen a lot more than I chat personally, but I appreciate like with the chat because especially with like the lives. But I in like the lawyer chats that I go to, I don't ever chat. I mean, the chat is just I don't even understand how people
Yeah, you're
chat.
too busy looking at that guy. That's why.
No, I mean like Emily D.
His
Baker's
beautiful
chat.
self.
There's like 60K people in her chat sometimes, like, and they're chatting. I'm like, why would what are you chatting about? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's no
Oh, I think what the
engagement.
Lord you want to know.
Well, he chats too, but he has like more like 3K or 5K. He doesn't have like 30 or 60K, but still that's a lot too to be in a chat. Like it gets to a point where if there's too many people in chat, I just listen a lot on YouTube more than I've been like watching YouTube forever, but not chatting for like years and years and years, but never even like chatting at all.
Perfect example is Iqbal. He's got 2,000-3,000 on there. You can't have a conversation in there if you tried with somebody, because it's either on slow mo and you can't get out enough, or just see you later. So yeah, there's pros and cons to it.
Okay, thank you. I was very curious, so that's good to know.
Well, yeah, the mods also have to encourage chat because that's engagement.
Bam.
And
Yeah, you need a good mod, definitely. If
Yeah.
not, you good mods to do what Grandma Sherry is saying, to keep the chat engaged and stuff. I think that really draws a lot too. Because there's times that when I'm in chat and I'm listening to whatever and I type something and I'm like, no one responds. No one even. I'm like, did they even see it in there? Am I blocked or something? You don't know that. And it's just as the channel gets bigger, it gets worse like that. So like what Ellie just said too, I kind of just sit back most of the time and watch. And if I type anything, it's kind of what the creator or whoever's on screen is saying at the time. I'm kind of just going with that. So like you couldn't even tell. I mean, most people are looking at it. It's probably just for me to type something, but it's just falling in the middle of everything. But it's usually just reacting to the person talking on the screen.
Yeah, well, when Queen's rocking 1,000 in her chat, and it's a hot topic, and chat is flying by.
Oh yeah.
People will say things that even mods miss. If it's not held for approval or something, I'm figuring, well, unless somebody says something later on, like, True Texan, what the hell are you talking about? Then I'll go look for Texan's comment. But when it gets crazy like that, you still have to, just look at everything about what's going on. So if the chat is really slow, if I'm in a really small channel, like maybe they have 75 people in their chat, and there's like maybe 10 or 15 that are actually participating, then those are the ones that you really need to pump up.
Bam.
That you need to get engagement going on. You need to say, yes, Steph B. Oh my God, I thought the same thing. Or just put a little happy face, a smiley face, a laughing face, something, because they said something cute.
Yeah.
Or like,
Or funny, right?
you know me, I put snarky shit in the comments all the time, and that's to engage people.
It's like marketing a little,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
definitely PR. You know what, like the comment that gets me every time, and like I can't, it's because you don't really know, like, is it legit, or should you feel bad or whatever? But like the comment where people are like, "Am I blocked here?" I'm like, okay, either A, you've been commenting a lot and you're, like nobody's engaging with you, or B, you done said some shit and
Yeah.
you should have been blocked, but you didn't,
Yeah. Usually, people are if you're talking, if that's the person that you've usually done something for people not to talk to them or not wanting to talk to them, type thing.
Yeah, and their comments typically, like, like I've seen some people where like their comments are so like just not my style. So I'm
Wishy-washy.
not going to engage with it because that's not my style. Like I'm good, but somebody else may get that style and they may connect with it, so I'll just leave it alone. But then I'll see that person after like 4 or 5 comments when nobody is engaging, then they'll be like, "Am I blocked?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, you just, just kind of inappropriate right now, or not on topic right now, or whatever."
You're not
Well,
somebody's cup of tea right now, basically.
Yeah, no one's feeling you.
yeah,
Yeah,
No, I do that.
yeah.
I do that too. Like if I'll read the comments if I can read them, if it's not going too quick, and if I like something, I'll shoot it at that person. A laugh out loud or some
right.
kind of laughing
Yes.
emoji or something, just to kind of I do that more probably in Queens than anywhere I go, just to keep them engaged. Like Sherry said, it's nice to see that too, because I like when people do that to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Like
and there
I like being added, and I like adding people because you know what I mean. It's like you're talking one on one with them about what they just, you know what I mean.
exactly. Well, some people, you don't know what the fuck they're talking about, you know? And you'll actually have people sometimes comment going, "What are you talking about?" Um,
True,
Puck,
because I
Puck,
just jumped in.
do you
Yeah.
want to drop the overlay?
Oh, good idea. So we know who's speaking with the mute thingamajiggy.
Yeah. But yeah, some people are just, like they might be talking about Dolly Vision soap, and somebody's in the comments and they're talking about the 1992 serial killer in Washington, and you're like, where are you? Read the room. And I think those kind of people don't get much interaction either.
Yes, reading the room I think is huge. I mean,
Yeah, the people that try to derail the chat or the panel.
Yes.
And I'm
purposely.
That happens a lot when somebody will just like, or they'll just like see an at to that person on panel and then they'll read it and it will just like, they're doing it to get their attention or stir them up. Like it happens with voices sometimes. I see it. She'll be like, all of a sudden she'll just come in like hot over a comment.
Packless, can you higher the Texans volume just a little bit?
she's easy to spin up. No, I was just saying
Oh, you're good. Never mind. Go ahead, Tex.
the chain of events, because I'm speaking for me, but I'm going to speak for Nick too, because I know it's true. If it was not for Upchurch and the Tony Dodge stuff and some of the other panels he was on, Nick wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be here. I mean,
That's how I met. You guys, yeah. When you got went up church, it was just in my algorithm, and it was
Yeah.
He was on Queen Bee's stream, and I jumped in there. And I already had been on Dolly's and jumped off. That was afterwards. But it was already some fuck shit that went on Tony Dodges. That's right. And I was literally either on the highway or close to the highway. I was going like 80 miles an hour in a 60 trying to get home so I could jump on because I wanted to rip that man apart.
But that's just another
Yes,
thing.
that's true.
And you left off the one part that I think is important too. What makes you unsubscribe from somebody?
Yeah, that was my other question. I think Grandma Sherry or Ellie had already answered it, but everybody else didn't.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I don't unsubscribe unless I only subscribe to be able to talk in chat, which happens a lot in these true crime drama streets.
Right.
But other than that, I don't unsubscribe unless I mean, like Ellie said, maybe I'll look back. I don't know.
I'll be honest. For me, out of spite, if it's like I used to be subbed to Molly. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why am I? All these clip channels are kicking her ass. I don't even need to watch her anymore for her fuck shit. You know what I mean? So like, I unsubscribed there, and a couple other places, kind of like similar shit. Where you guys probably know. But other than that, yeah, I don't think I unsub. I just keep it there.
I do like Ellie. I go through my list probably once every like 2-3 months because I want my the subscribe button. Like I want to be able to see the content from the people who like I'm watching. But if somebody's not putting out content or if their content is not of interest to me anymore, then like I'll absolutely like unsubscribe and move on from there.
When creators get redundant, and they're hitting the same thing over and over and over and over, and they feel like they have to expound on it, rock, that sort of thing, then
I just got that. I'm stoned.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These allergies just killing me.
Oh yeah.
But then that's when they start losing people, like Dolly Vision losing people, Mallory losing people. If you don't have something that's going to engage your audience that they're interested in, and you're just basically covering the same fuck shit, then you're grabbing a bear. Okay. But then yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
I think like that's one of the things that like I really do appreciate that Queen has like a unique panel of, because our panel, although like there may be some characters that are same shit different toilet, just depends on the day kind of a thing,
right?
But like there's so much other stuff that is discussed that it is engaging enough. So like even if you don't want to hear about Laura, you can leave out and come back in a little bit, and all of a sudden we're talking about the AI stuff, or talking about the pigs or talking about random stuff that comes up on BTIM's,
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
So like there's always something that is intriguing enough to keep people's interest plus the chat.
Yeah. And that I think is really a winning mixture combination, because I've been in some live streams like, okay, I'm a mod for Michelle After Dark. And she is no nonsense. We're doing the case. Here's the thing, blah, blah, blah. And she just started going live not too long ago because evidently she realized she gets super chats.
Wow, you're a mod for her too, Grandma Sherry?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Wow. I
told you 250. But anyway,
I thought you were joking about the 250 number. You are.
I am.
But
really.
It's like
probably
25.
240.
Okay. 240.
It's 249. I just didn't want to brag. But yeah, so oh no, she does the thing. She comes in and she goes da 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 da, facts da 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 da, and then I'll take some questions from the chat if you want, da da da. And there's no homey warm let's talk about stuff. And she's realized that, and she started going live for some members only and just for some AMAs, that kind of thing, because I think that's important to subscribers, that they do get that variety, that they do get the comfort food, if you will, talk about the pig or the Chick-fil-A or the chickens or, whatever the thing is.
Who's that? Is it Jonesy or I just grabbed a beer. I just came up for the ending.
Yeah, we've been talking about you, dude.
Yeah, and so that's what I thought about Nikki and when he did that. What do you guys think?
No,
I hope
no. That's it.
Melvin
Are
found
you talking about Laura or
Yeah. Well, he's back now, so we really can't talk about him
Oh.
anymore, right,
Oh,
Grandma
yes, right.
Sherry?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
back.
yeah.
You mother fudgers! You guys were talking that shit. I'm muting.
Grandma Share, I do feel like you though. I do feel like I'll go into a chat and just, chat, and then all of a sudden it's like moderator FAQ pulled up and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for the wrench. Like I don't, I don't
Mhm.
need it, but thanks, But then I also have found that being a mod in so many places, it bothers me when I'm not a mod because there's places where I'll go that like I'm like, damn, I wish I could pull that person's link or there was one the other day I was in a chat and there was a guy in the chat talking about how smelly his ball sack was
Oh, jeez.
and so the first comment came across
Holy
and I'm like,
moly.
okay, I'm going to give the mods a chance to catch it. And a lot of them are like brand new mods from what I've seen, around on the streets. And then he says something else that goes a little bit more into detail. And I'm like, wait a second, like, is nobody going to catch it? So then I had to tag people like, hey, at so-and-so, can you block that person? Because
Mhm.
obviously they're here. Like they're talking about, male body parts. Like they're just,
Yeah.
and it's going a little further. It's not going to take too long to go all the way at this point.
Mhm.
But like that's like those are the two things that I'm like, oh, I wish I wasn't like this, like
Exactly. I mean, Jones on one of her lives said, Grandma Sherry, did I give you a wrench? And then she got distracted. And I don't have a wrench in Jones's, which is fine because I don't mind being, a chatter. But that's something that gets me because, somebody comes in there all fishy and shit, and I want to link to their page. I want to go to their channel, or I want to remove their comment, or I want to time them out, and I can't do that. So
right.
What
it is frustrating.
what bothers me is it's only happened like one or two times. I think they've both been given back, but I got my wrench taken away for zero reason. Um, well, there was a reason for it, but it was not towards me. I guess there was some rogue mods, so they wanted to demod some people on one of them, and the other one didn't want me to be a mod because they were worried that I was going to get backlash from other people for being her mod. And I said, absolutely not. I don't. That you can give the wrench back if you want to. I'll take it with open arms, but don't ever think that.
When I first came to YouTube, that's all I heard. Like every page I was watching was like, we've got a rogue mod, we've got a rogue mod. And I'm like, who the hell are these people? And why do you keep giving people who are gonna go rogue, a wrench? Like this is so confusing. Like I don't even know who would even want to do something
It
like that. I
happens.
mean, I know it happens.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
So, like
the thing.
5 or 6 of us on Jones's channel that were blocked, and from
Yeah.
people. And
Oh, I thought it was just there was more than I didn't know
No,
5 or
me
6.
too.
Like
Yeah,
the
me too.
glare.
me,
Like
Will, yeah, Willow, and the
Deets.
Glare, Deets, several people.
There's a rogue mod. It's not me.
Yeah, it's Ellie.
yeah,
You
that's what
turned
I
it over.
said. Like, why would
No,
I
I
block
don't even have a
Deets?
wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that's right. You don't have a wrench. Damn it.
We know it's not Ellie or Deeds.
No, it could
I
be
don't-
somebody sleeping on their phone.
That's true too.
Ellie will back up that
It's
story.
happened before, Ellie.
That could be it. But it's not me. But that could happen. I don't trust myself modding. I'm the rogue mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah.
responsibility.
Pecan Pie is good about pocket modding.
She's very good. Oh, she is.
Yeah. And Nenny. I mean, we've all done it.
No, remember
Yeah,
Kate? She did 10
You
people
said it
in
was
like
a
a row.
rite of passage. You said when it happened to me, I was like mortified. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that to Grandma Sherry of all people.
Kate
Well,
did
not-
5 with
Mod.
like 9 people or 10 people in a row.
Yeah.
She was on
Really?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like it was like 10 months ago. Or, yeah,
It's just
wild.
it's pocket
Happens.
modding, and every mod has done that. And you should have like a managing moderator that can unhide people and
Oh.
whatnot.
It's just very easy to block people, right? Is it just super
Oh
easy to like
heck
press
yeah.
something?
No,
Yeah.
because I'll lay down in bed and my cat likes to come and cuddle up with me.
Oh, yeah.
But before
Uh-oh.
he actually settles down, he has to swat at the phone.
Always a chat blocker. No,
There goes
blocker.
So
Patrick
your
right there.
cat is the
Queen,
rogue
you're
mod.
a cat.
Yeah, maybe he's
Yeah,
Jones's
Grandma
rogue mod.
Sherry, come on.
cat
I don't blame
modding.
you.
Yeah,
Cat modding
yeah.
101.
That's like saying my dog farted that time on Jones's. Okay, so
We know it wasn't your
It
dog.
was totally
definitely
you.
dog. Thank God, Mel's
It
probably
was.
sleeping.
Yeah.
She just woke up. She's
But
like,
real quick,
what?
what sucks about that in the mod situation when someone I'm almost like 90. I think I'm 100% sure you don't know who blocked that person unless you see it live. After, you know what I mean? But you can't go in like a YouTube, the back of your YouTube and check to see what mod blocked too, right, Grandma?
Yeah, you could just see it because it'll come up saying, Steph B was hidden by Queen B, that kind of thing. And Kate and Steph, if you block somebody, if they're just being absolute assholes, and you have to control the chat, okay? I mean, we like to let Queen's panel and Queen's chat get a little shambly because that's the attraction. That's the fight in the parking lot outside the bar. And
So funny. I feel like we're getting such a behind the scenes take
hey,
of
Montana
this.
Jane. Yeah, but
I love
here's the
that.
thing. So, depending on the creator, because Dietz will allow anybody to say anything. And, Queen Bee doesn't want people promoting their channel, and we want to keep that in DEFCON shambles and not
Hate
something
speech and
else.
hate speech and all that stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. And so if you
fine
get to a
line.
point where, it's crossed the line, you time them out and you warn them. You say, hey, so and so, reel it back in. And if they don't, then just block them. And don't feel bad about it, because what I always do is drop the thing that says, if you have something to send to Queen Bee, here's her email address.
That's why you're always dropping it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because if they feel like they were blocked for the wrong reason or as an accident or something, they need to talk to Queen anyway. And if they were pulling fuck shit in her chat, she's gonna know.
True, but don't you think YouTube should tell the creator what mod block to for there's literally for the creator safety, like so that there's not rogue mods and there's not someone abusing their
Well,
privilege.
you can see it in the live chat,
Yeah,
you
live
know,
chat, but
You
once
can
that's
see it
done,
during the live chat, but not afterwards. So, like, if
right.
somebody emails Queen 2 weeks later and is like, "Hey, I've been trying to chat, but it looks like I'm blocked," she can't see it anymore.
Right, exactly. So she could go into her blocked list and say, "Oh, I see you there," or "No, you're not on my list," or whatever the case is. And she can unblock them if she wants, or she can respond back to them and tell them to go kick rocks.
Which is probably more likely.
Well,
especially if they're
yeah,
blocked for a reason. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And you can be
And
blocked without a moderator doing it. On Sweet Tea's channel before, I got blocked. Nobody did it. And the only way I could get back in there was her giving me a wrench. Period.
That is true. I was there for that. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty adamant on my page. Like my mods know, like, do not block, even if it's somebody who we despise coming in. Like, don't block them. Like, I'm very open to hearing what anybody has to say, but I think that's where it comes from. Is the creator sets that tone, and when the chat is out of control, it's because the creator is, in my opinion, it's because the creator is not setting that standard.
exactly. And the creator from panel, if they're interacting with their chat, can definitely control the tone of what's going on. Because if you have somebody who is just really off in left field and on fire and whatnot, your mods can talk to them and tell them to reel it back. Or you, as a creator from the panel, need to step in and say, hey, is there a problem here, Nunya? Honey, I think, maybe you misunderstood something. VTim was a top mod, but he got unmodded during all that too. Oh,
During Jones's thing, he got unmodded.
That's really weird then.
Yeah.
Huh. That,
Maybe it's like she thinks it could be like some glitch or something.
it probably is because YouTube is trying to be all fancy.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Because
but
the only
even
person that
like
can unmod Tim would be Jones, in right?
yeah,
I'm so worried about like, when I'm modding in other people's pages, I'm worried about like, damn, like what if I think this comment is really offensive and the creator wouldn't normally think that? If I find it like, okay, it's so offensive, I need to delete it or I need to time that person out, I'll go back and like unhide the message so that I can see it on my screen, screenshot it, and I'll send it to the creator so that they know like I did this and here's my reason why and here's
yeah,
the comment that they made so that they can tell me, hey, I don't really see that as offensive, like it's all good, let them say those kinds of things. And or the most of the time they come back and say, oh yeah, I would have blocked that too, no worries.
yeah. Nanny and I do that. Actually, most of Queen's mods do that. Is if
Like a
we
mod chat? Do you guys have like a mod chat? I've heard people say that. Is
No,
that a thing? No. Okay.
I
you're
think that's
Maybe.
only a thing for uni.
you're in it.
Okay. Oh, we're in the mod chat right now.
No. The
Like I like Discord would be a mod chat kind of
there's
thing.
like a Hive General that used to be just mods and the select
Oh,
few like you
got it. Okay,
and
cool. Got it.
Yenya and whatnot. Um, yeah, so that's basically that we're at bees. All the moderators that have that role,
Oh yeah,
we're
yeah.
at bees. Um,
I'm
but
not in the
yeah,
I'm not in the Discord.
oh stop.
Well,
It's not
You're
it's not
making me feel like I'm a really bad mod. I'm the worst mod.
No, I
no
am. Blunt.
no
I am. I am.
no.
Don't worry. I take that
Okay,
prize
another
for sure.
mod secret
Oh,
is
here we go.
on the mod squad. Uh, it's always good to have one, and I've never been on a channel where the mods actually coordinate this, but it just happens organically, where some of the mods don't chat, don't interact, don't drop links, but they kind of hide in the bushes.
They just watch. Yep.
Yeah. And then
Um,
out of nowhere, all of a sudden you'll see blang is timed out by the mod that was hiding in the bushes.
ooh, I could do that. I could be a hider outer.
wait, Queen just came in here and said no one can unmod but the creator and our chat goes over. So I guess even Tim couldn't unmod because he's was a head mod, couldn't unmod any of the mods. So that was just the creator could only do it.
Was Tim a managing moderator?
Yeah, that's what I believe. I think that's what Jones was saying, right?
And Jones in chat, like she just said, a whole bunch of people got like
No, they weren't
took
unmodded.
their
They were
wrenches,
blocked. People got blocked
blocked,
from her
blocked.
Oh
channel,
no,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
Queen.
yeah, yeah.
and it
Uh,
happened by a mod. They weren't unmodded
Queen,
though.
I was joking. That was a
But
joke.
B Tim got
Oh,
unmodded, unsuper modded or something,
Yeah.
or like
oh,
a
the
moderator,
managing.
Which would
managing
mean
modded. That's it.
Oh,
Jones
okay.
would have to have done that, and obviously she didn't. You know what I mean? So maybe it was YouTube, the new glitch they have, or you know what I mean, something like that.
It could be, or it could have been, her basically pocket modding, pocket creatoring, you know, um, who knows?
But
There's all
I
kinds of
imagine
ways.
that like when your page gets big enough, or like for me, I have one person on my block list, right? So if
Yeah.
I had a rogue mod tomorrow, if I randomly checked my block list once a week, I'd be able to catch it pretty quickly, right? I would know it outside of my sub saying it, right? But like I imagine that as your page grows and you get 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 and go on up from there, your block list is also going to grow because you've got more trolls, you've got more sex bots, you've got all these other things. So it'd be a lot harder to catch that somebody was blocked outside of them emailing you directly to say, hey, I got blocked and I don't know what I did. Can you reinstate me?
Yeah, and a lot of creators don't look at their block list because they don't give a fuck.
Mm.
If somebody's blocked on their channel, they need to be
And
blocked. They trust their mods, and they figure that, if you think that it was done wrong or something, then, holler at me and I'll look at it and see what's going on.
and this
And
is
that's why you have the issue with rogue mods, that creators don't know that their mods are going rogue and they're doing stupid shit behind their
Te-
Right.
backs
Texan
because
wasn't blocked, by the way, during the stream because I was there from the beginning to the end.
What?
Watched when Texan got blocked. It didn't happen during that stream. It had to have happened.
Johnson's, you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, because I watched it from the beginning to the end. Um, live, and I watched it again. But even watching it again didn't matter because that wouldn't be there. But never saw him get blocked. I didn't miss the chat once. I was in front of the computer the whole time working. So it had to be done on a replay of a stream, like a chat replay. You know what I mean?
You could do
Yeah.
a chat replay. It could be comments on a live.
Mhm.
It could be a lot
Could
of
you
different ways.
you could block somebody during a chat replay, Grandma Sherry?
Oh, yeah.
and Nanya?
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
all you
wow.
need is, I mean, anytime you see somebody comment, like even if it's not from the live chat replay, the comments that you can see on a post, even a
Mhm.
community post, if
Oh,
you're a
wow.
mod, you can block people from there as well.
Oh,
So
I didn't know
there's,
that.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could block somebody.
Mm.
I'm not a blocker personally. I don't like to
Yeah.
block unless it's like unless the creator says like mods get that person out of here, then I'll
Mhm.
go for it. But outside of that, I'm not. I don't.
I think it might be the glitch thing because, like Queen Bee said and I said earlier, she wouldn't unmod Tim for.
Oh no,
No.
Sherry made a
But
great point. She could have modded from pocket modded as a creator.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
it clicked
I
on the
mean,
thing
Right.
right here to see, and it's the first thing on the bottom of the list.
uh-huh.
And you click on somebody's
Moderator.
name and they're already a mod.
Oh
Mhm.
crap!
So
Yeah.
it's possible.
So, but remember I told you that all of a sudden YouTube was subscribing me to people that I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think there's
It's
a lot of
glitchy. Oh my God,
there's
look
a
at the
lot of weird
chat.
shit going on. And
The
So-
not
chat
just the
is
So
weird.
chat.
I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Here's another question. How likely are you to stay on a page if they're blocking people constantly?
Oh God, I know. Good question.
I think it depends on why they're blocking the people. For me, if they're saying vile ass shit, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to stay if they're blocking people left and right, because to me that shows they have no control. The creator doesn't have control, the mods don't have control. They aren't using their proper settings of, subscribers only mode
Oh no, I see what you're
or
saying.
that kind of thing. And so if they just have troll after troll after troll coming in and they don't address it, and they're just blocking people because, I saw you over in Dolly Vision's chat, block, something along that line, then there's something wrong. The whole environment there is bad.
Okay. I was
It's
just
kind of like
curious.
going to a restaurant with a lot of cockroaches running around.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, my waitress might, smash the cockroach, but if they keep
They're in the
having to
kitchen.
smash cockroaches, why do I want to be there,
It's like going to a party with no beer. I get it, no keg.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with Perfectly. She said YouTube has been messing up a lot lately. Could just be another YouTube mistake. I think so too.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking too, because it's just, if you really think about it, it just doesn't make sense.
But you know what is weird? Stephanie said, when are they going to fix the chat? The funny thing to me is when I go into other pages, there's only the pages that have large amounts of people in the chat. That's the only time that the chat messes up. When I'm on smaller pages where like there's very few commenting or very few comments, the chat is perfectly fine for me.
And
it's so weird.
It's because of the refresh rate in the chat. Okay, no, I'm geeking out. Never mind.
It seems like it's something with that because it keeps repeating the same.
Yeah,
like,
because
last comment.
because the YouTube chat, especially on iPhone,
Yeah.
it can't. They're out of sync as far as the refresh rate, and so until YouTube does something to match up to iPhone's new update, and they've tried, it's gotten a teeny bit better, but yeah, until they do something about that, and I don't think they're actually going to address it anytime like right quick, because they're too busy adding those Instagram, Facebook heart thingies in the bottom, and
they're focused on that.
all of that weird stuff. Yeah.
You know what I did see the other day that changed for me is if a creator goes live from their phone now, it looks identical to a Facebook Live. It does not look like the normal layout.
We could do two different ways, right? You could do like panoramic or the up way, right? And I think when you start, right? Because I've
On
heard people
Facebook,
say,
yes. I don't know. I didn't do one from my phone
I
like
thought you
that.
were
I
on
did it through
YouTube.
StreamYards. But like if it goes straight through YouTube, I don't know if it offers panoramic or not. that may be what it is. But like I had 2 creators show up a couple of days ago. I was watching their live streams, and it was literally like I was watching a Facebook live stream.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's if they
that-
just do it through YouTube Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Different.
that's like Facebook.
really? So StreamYard
It's like
slows them
us.
down a bit, or
Well,
whatever.
yes, StreamYard
Well, it's separate.
has a delay, but StreamYard also has more functions for the streaming than YouTube
Way
Studio
more.
does.
Oh, way more.
Good
Which
night,
is why
Betty does
Texan.
that sometimes.
Good night, Texan.
Alright,
Bye,
Texas.
Good night, Texan.
I
Messages
still
coming
pay
in at
25
once, and
bucks.
YouTube has a temporary meltdown. Yeah, perfectly. I think so.
Mhm.
That's literally exactly what I think.
They just can't handle the chat rate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's too many coming in at one time.
So then maybe I think then slowing it down to 10 seconds or whatever might help.
Mm-mm.
No?
Because the volume of messages coming in,
Oh, yeah.
especially on a page like where you look at like a page like Queens, where
It'll group
majority
up.
of the people commenting are members, the
Mhm.
chat only slows for non-members.
Right.
So
Oh,
when
you're
you have a
right.
page that has like most of the people chatting are members, then you're not going to see that. Slow mode doesn't really. It benefits you still, but
Wait, is that the
not as
problem?
much.
Because don't even members' comments get posted? Like, say it's like you and a member and a non-member post a comment at the exact same time. Isn't the members' comment going to go first? Even if
I don't
it's not
know.
a member?
I don't think so. I
I
don't know
don't
if
think
it
so.
works
I
like
think they
that.
all just come in because I know like some have like internet delays. So like where I may see like Grandma Sherry's comment, then Ellie's, then yours, right? But on Grandma Sherry's screen, it may show like her and then yours and then Ellie's.
Yeah.
And even in StreamYards, it'll look different than it does in an
Yeah.
actual chat in the order of the messages come through. That's why like when you hear creators who read the chat a lot, you'll hear them read them like out of order from what you see, but that's because that's what came through
Totally.
first for them.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
think
yeah.
you're getting skipped, right? But in reality, they're not skipping you. They're going
Right.
what's first for them.
Yeah, they could just have live chat or regular chat and then live chat,
Right.
top chat or whatever the hell it is. Live
Yeah.
chat, it'll switch around.
They should just get rid of that altogether. The top chat and live
Makes
chat
no
or whatever.
sense.
I don't
Yeah.
even know who would want to be on top chat.
I'm always
I don't
like
know why
whatever
they
it
even have
is.
the option.
It defaults to top chat, right? And so I'm
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
on top chat unless I
Yeah.
switch it, and I forget to switch it. Like
To all
80%.
chat. Yeah, or well, phones is all chat or it's live chat.
No, top or all.
I think they just switched it recently
No,
too, right?
on phones it's top or all. On laptop it's top or live.
You know what's
Yeah, it's
funny?
top or live. I'm on a laptop right now.
Yeah.
I just found out what live chat
Mine's
means
top
too.
and all. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so you're
literally
on a
just found out
phone.
what it meant 2 months ago. Live chat. I thought people were just telling us, "Oh, we're going live." You know what I mean? And then I started seeing it like midstream. I'm like, "We're not." You know what I mean? And then I started asking questions. I had no clue what live chat. You all were putting live chat reminder in there. I had no clue why.
Yeah, actually, I have that on the introduction for my channel. My intro video is, change between top and all and live and all that kind of stuff.
So smart.
And yeah, burden of proof. Like last month or something said I didn't know about that until I watched that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I always forget.
yeah. I don't know why they have top chat perfectly and
I
perfect. I
know.
seriously don't.
And what really is the difference? Like, do they filter more? Like, what is it an order different? Like, what is the difference too between the two? Because sometimes you switch back and forth.
What's the
And
use
try-
for it? Yeah, like, I don't get.
What are they taking into account to make it a top chat as opposed
Yeah.
to a regular live chat?
Well,
Mm.
the
So
other
top
one,
chat is the most popular. Like people who are chatting more, you're going to see those in top chat, but you'll see all comments coming through in live chat.
Oh,
But how do you become top? You know, what filters at the top?
chat more
seems like-
often.
You chat more, you comment
But
more.
Okay. So
The
that
more
it's
you
just-
comment, the more you'll be in top chat, and all messages or all whatever it's called. I can't remember. Live chat will be every comment, no matter how much you comment.
Right. And if you go to the three dots, if you're on a laptop, okay, this doesn't really work on phones, but on a laptop, you can actually go to the three dots at the top of the chat and it gives you participants, which will tell you exactly who's actually chatting in there.
Oh wow.
It'll give you timestamps. Toggle timestamps will show you exactly when the at what time during the stream that these comments were made.
Oh.
Yeah, I always have that on, at least on my
Yeah.
laptop.
Yeah.
Yes, perfectly, exactly. They filter out, so the people who may make one or two comments,
Oh, okay.
you're not going to see. You only see them in live chat. You won't see them in top chat. But somebody
Got
who
it.
has made multiple comments and is active in the chat, you'll see their comments in
Like,
top
what's the
chat.
threshold though? Like 2 or 3 comments,
I
like
have
4 or
no
5.
clue.
And
I've
I
never
know
done
that's
the math on it.
no, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like, what's the threshold to make you into top chat?
Weird
from all
feature. Weird feature to have.
No, it's actually kind of cool if you think about it. You know, it's people that are more engaging in chat. You know, or coming up more, kind of weeding throughout all the bullshit. If someone's just typing, you know, LOL in there every, you know, once.
You might not meet some certain people if they're just like shy and just chatting a little. You know what I mean, a little bit.
Well, you know where I think it would come in handy is in a chat like Ellie was talking about, where there's 60K people in there. And there's just too many comments to like keep up with, because you
True.
don't need to see everybody's laughing face, you know?
I never
And so
thought
in
of
a
that.
chat like that, you may use top chat so that you can just see the people who are talking the most. What are they talking about?
Oh, I'm gonna use that next time I go into one of those big
I
chats.
might
to
highlight
see
the
if it's
trolls too,
different.
though, like Hyperbole said, because if the trolls are putting a bunch of stuff in there and trolling, I guess it's
Yeah, if
pros and
they're dropping, just spamming, you know, a bunch of crap, that'll pop up a lot more too. But yeah, no, I can see it being useful like that. What Nunya said might work out in that 60,000 live chat.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. As just a subscriber watching,
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
I like it.
Nunya for YouTube president.
Nunya with the ideas, the great ideas.
She's brilliant.
She needs to be president of this side of the streets on YouTube.
No, thank you. No,
I'm
thank
gonna,
you.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna have to change the stream name to YouTube 101.
I know, right? The mods
We
behind the
learned so much.
scenes.
The mod squad, yeah.
Learned so
Actually,
much.
I think Nunya would be like the Princess of Wales.
I don't understand the reference.
Me
I don't know
too.
if that's a compliment or if,
Well, no, I mean, as far as a ruler over our side of the streets, I think that's Queen. You know,
right?
And so I would consider Nunya to be our
I get
Princess
it. Yeah.
of Wales.
Not rude. It's not necessarily rude. More like the person that brings a lot of and listen, you're obviously no one's ever right and whatnot, but a lot of explanation to a certain thing. You know what I mean? For me, at least, shit.
So here's what I would say: if she was the president, I would be an ambassador.
Nice.
Because I could absolutely be diplomatic.
Yeah. I feel like moderators are kind of ambassadors of the channels, you know? You guys?
Yeah.
Grandma Sherry too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can definitely start wars.
and diffuse things, right?
I'm a lover, not a hater.
Crystal Langford, you know what I mean? That
Oh
girl,
my
oh
gosh.
Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been in so many chats where the mods just start shit.
Yes, that's right.
Oh my God.
Mods don't attack the chatters.
Oh my God. Dolly's people and Laura, I got like timed out. I didn't even like say anything bad, really. You know, I was just like.
And mods don't argue with your creator. You know.
Well, you know what I noticed? I seen one of her mods came in the chat.
Janelle.
I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, one of the two. And
Janelle,
one of the things that like I think is really cool is most of the time when somebody comes in just stirring up shit, they get ignored in the chat. Like people don't feed into it on purpose.
Yeah.
But this person came in and they were a mod in Laura's channel and they absolutely stirred up the chat. So like, and I'm not a fan of it. It's just not my style. But like every comment was like, let's just say their name was John Smith. So it'd be like at John Smith, well, did you know this? At John Smith, haha, why are you here then? At John Smith. And I'm like, God damn, like literally, you know how when you're tagged in something like you highlight, I'm like, they're going to see their whole screen is going to be highlighted.
Painted.
Yeah.
because all these ads to them, and I'm like, but that's what they're here for. They want you to engage with them on purpose so that they can run back and say something that didn't happen, take it out of context, leave out
Yep.
all of the context, but and you're
Mhm.
feeding it.
Yeah, I
don't know.
watched that happen because I watched the creator for the mod that was in our chat, and that mod was over there and said, "Ha ha ha, I got blocked." No, they didn't get blocked. They got
No, they didn't
timed
get
out.
blocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I timed the motherfucker out because I was tired of it being distracting in the chat. They weren't saying anything that were horrible, but I said, "No, you can sit down for 5 minutes." And then
Yeah.
they go over there and go, "Ha ha ha, I was blocked." No, you weren't
It is
blocked.
annoying though, because when you time somebody out, they're not going to go and make another account, right? Because they only have 5 or 6 minutes or whatever it is, 5 minutes. So they wait. But it's happened to me before. I got blocked and for no reason at times and whatnot. And it's just watching that
Yeah.
little thing go slowly around. You know what I mean? 'Cause you see it slowly going around. That little round thing where you hit the
What little
send button.
round thing?
The send button.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
when
when
you
you
get
see
timed out,
that
you'll see it like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a
Oh
clock.
yeah, it goes like light. It's like a lighter color.
Yes, light
Right.
gray.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like
Oh,
so
your
annoying.
comment.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
comment.
Well, no. If you go to comment, you can't because you have a timeout. So the little the send button that you send the comment
Mhm.
just got a little gray thing that slowly goes around and counts off the seconds for you basically. But
Oh,
it's
mine doesn't do that. Mine just will like go through
really
and
Maybe that's a
like show
laptop
and like
thing.
yeah, it's laptop.
yeah. I'm on a phone usually.
Yeah.
Always.
See, on my phone, I just know because my comments are grayed out.
Yeah, mine are grayed out too. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say chat publicly as.
See, I only use my laptop.
Oh, I've never looked at that, Grandma Sherry. I'll have to look the next time I get timed out somewhere. Doesn't happen too often, so I'll have to work really hard to make it happen.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you do it. Like the other day when you're in Laura's chat, kind of like
Yeah.
I was like,
They
how
time me out.
They don't know. They don't tell Nanya. She's just able to word
Oh,
things
Nenny?
correctly. Yeah, she's able to word
Yeah.
things
No,
correctly so
me.
that
Yo,
Nanya.
Nanya, you're really good. I know. She was praising you. She was like, you see what she was like analyzing when that
She even
woman
dropped
came
the
up
link at
on
one
time.
point.
Yeah, and then he was like, no way. Probably she was like, no way.
Mm-hmm.
I could picture her in chat saying, uh-oh, not
Yeah,
today, girlfriend.
so
I ever-
Nunya is the one we send out into the minefield.
Yes.
Yeah, but
She is.
like the thing
She's
is
an
I think
ambassador.
that
What's that?
like, and I don't really, and I'm newer, right? So obviously, and I don't have as much experience, so I think that definitely alters like my jadedness at times, for sure. But I think for me, like again, curse and a blessing. I think sometimes when I hear people tell a story, I always want to hear the other side of the story, and
They
then
have to.
also like, I just don't think that one person is all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can't be all wrong. They
It's
can't be
hard
all
to be
bad. Like
all
they can
wrong.
have some bad
Yeah.
behaviors. They can do some foul shit. But I just don't think that anybody can be like just all wrong and all bad. Like
Yeah.
I tend to
But
see, some good in every person, and I think that if people like, even in my comments, like when I was commenting in there the other day, and she was like, well, you don't know the history because you just said that to Katie. And I'm like, actually, I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to
yep.
Love a Scorpio, but like, she didn't know that. So like when you take a context and you make it something that it's not, it's
Mm-hmm.
very easy to do. But like, I'm not going to get mad at that. Like, no, I wasn't even fucking talking to you. Like, no, like, hey, I was actually talking to Scorpio. I wasn't even talking to you,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I see that all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, especially when chatters start attacking each other. Like today, somebody asked, "What's the name of Laura's channel?" And one of our chatters responded, like Laura, how they spell it all out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then they put her channel name. And then another one of our chatters attacked that person and said, "No, that's wrong." And then they put the channel name in there. And then they kept going back and forth. And I'm like, what in
That's
God's name? So, I had to scroll back up and I'm like, okay, no, that's whatever. And then they finally
unnecessary
came,
drama. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For them,
they
stressing each
finally,
other.
yeah, they came to the realization that the first person that started attacking the person who answered the question misread what
Yeah.
they had typed.
See, so
Mm.
much of that in text. Yeah, that's why it's hard. Like, it's like an art form, like being chatting, you know?
Yeah,
Do you think that
especially
creators alone are not responsible, but like at fault for some of the drama that happens, or do you think subs hold more responsibility in it than creators do?
I think
Oh no,
it's
it's creator.
symbiotic. No,
Creators.
it's symbiotic. It's symbiotic because if the creator creates the atmosphere, right? I'm going to decorate for the party, and my theme is going to be Halloween vampires and gore, or my theme is going to be The Great Gatsby, or the creator sets the tone for what they want their channel and their chat to be. But if I have everything looking like Great Gatsby with my champagne fountain, and I have the street rampant, dirty, nasty people come in and mess everything up, then that's also the chat's fault.
Yes,
You know,
and with mods, real quick, Graham, because I will forget. I'm a stoner. You got, I don't want to bring her name into it again, but it's just a perfect example. Crystal on Laura's. She starts with people, which I mean, she started with Texan for no reason. Texan was trying to help friggin' Laura fix her friggin' goddamn plumbing. Why are you over here? You're gonna be called what do you say, a leper, or you're gonna be called Judas, Judas, for being over here. I mean, why are you here? Like, for harassing him for no reason. He was just trying to simply help her with her freaking goddamn pipes because he knows about plumbing.
oh yeah, Texan.
Yeah, like she runs people who fuck off. Like, I never said a bad word about her, but when I was on the panel,
But I actually think that is fueled more by like, and I guess I don't know, maybe I just don't understand it, but like, you can't sit with us, you can't be over here and over there at the same time. Well, why can't I see the good in you and the good in them?
Mm-hmm.
And I can choose to not click on and watch the stuff I don't like. Like, why can't I be an adult in that way when really what you're telling me, like that's kind of what happened in the chat yesterday with Love of Scorpio, is her and another hush puppy were like, well, we know that she was a part of harassing Letitia Bias. No, I wasn't.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I
Yeah.
asked her simple questions. And if you consider simple questions, because I'm not a disrespectful person. That's not like naturally, that's not who I am. So if you consider me asking her questions about things being me bashing or harassing her, then that's your definition that's twisted, not me. Anyways, but like them, like, so they didn't even want me in there. So they were trying to tell Laura things about me. And Laura was like, I don't know anything about that, whatever. So she kind of ignored what they were saying. But like, to me, like, I think it's the same thing. So I can't be in Laura's chat because you said so. Because you have a certain, persona that is me in your mind. Well, no, like that's on you. That's not me. I'm not going to own that. And I
Yeah,
think that's where those kinds of things end up happening, is then they go, oh, and that's, I think, where a lot of the lumping together happens too, is, oh, well, you're one of them. Well,
well,
no,
and
I'm my own person.
it's like because you're a moderator on nonsense, and so you automatically are wearing the Jets jacket, and
And you know
they're
what's
the
crazy is I've been
sharks.
on panels so many times, and
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of times where if people would actually watch, they could see how much, like, there's certain things I just strongly have disagreed with over the months.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because I stand by what I stand by, and I don't stand by what I don't stand by.
Stand on your
But like,
10.
you have to actually watch to see those things. If you don't watch, then you hold on to this same mantra of, well, you're a mod for her, so subscribe to everything she says and does. No, I am my own damn person. I'm sorry that you feel like maybe that's how you roll, but we're not all the same.
That's what irritates me a lot with a lot of channels, but mostly Laura. She thinks that every single one of us think exactly alike. You know what I mean? And it's just basically calling it just an echo chamber without calling us an echo chamber. And that's not true at all.
Well,
Prime example with voices today. You know what I mean? I didn't agree with her saying that she was going to call. You know what I mean, and whatnot. But that woman on panel, and she unsupervised me. Now she's a good. I'm not saying anything bad about her, but she was like grouping us all together on panel and whatnot. And I didn't agree with her with voices saying that and then reiterating it 2 days ago. You know what I mean? So the whole lumping together, it irritates me a little bit.
Unsupervised Maniacs came on panel today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she did.
Okay. I like her. I'll have to watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And it was she had brought up something that voices threatened to do, like some people say 2 years, some people say 6 months.
Some people say a year. So
Yeah, and then and then evidently Voices was on somebody's panel a couple days
I
ago.
feel like you came in there during that good Nanya, the recipe like gate,
Yeah,
or
recipe.
cookbook gate.
No, I wasn't in there.
No.
Oh,
I don't think I went in for
Oh
any of
no,
Quinn's
it
live
was
today.
it was Dietz. Dietz came
oh,
in during
Dietz was
right.
in.
yeah,
Oh yeah, so yeah.
cookbook gate. We got you confused with Dietz, Nanya.
Oh, that's an
Yeah.
amazing compliment. I'll
I
take that.
know.
I was like,
I
somebody was
know.
in there asking questions
I love
about it.
Dietz. Yeah, but
Mm.
yeah, no, that's nuts because, and the one thing that I can say, as far I respect Laura in the fact that she can say, not my shit, not my circus. I don't care. I don't know anything about that. Move on. I like that. Hey, Pecan. Hi, baby. Um, but the other thing that I don't like is
Hey, Pecan.
anybody a Monty Python fan? Anyone?
No.
Kind of.
No, kind of. Okay. So Monty Python has this skit where this guy goes in and he pays for an argument. Okay. And so the argument professional is there. And basically the one person is just contradicting him. He was like, oh, the sky is blue. And then the professional arguer would say, no, it's not. And the paying customer says, why, yes, it is. And he would go, no, it's not. And then why are you not arguing with me? You're just contradicting me. No, I'm not. That's kind of what I see Laura doing. There's not really a basis. She doesn't build up why this is incorrect or, clarify that or anything like that. It's just contradiction.
A
You know what
lot.
I'm saying?
Like, I'll just say the opposite of whatever you say, just to disagree with you, kind of thing. Or
Yes.
not even, yeah, just because you're saying that, I'm going to say this because
It's playing
that's how I should.
devil's advocate nonstop.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like playing devil's advocate because I
But she
like to.
doesn't make a point. She doesn't play devil's advocate because she
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she
disagrees.
does
Call
do
it
that. That's a
devil's
good point.
pretend advocate. I don't know. Make another word for it, I guess.
I
But
mean,
No,
yeah, I know what
I
you mean.
am
Sometimes
curious.
she does. Yeah.
I am
Depends.
curious though, if let's say pages like Queens or Dolly or anybody else, right? Well, he doesn't really go after her, Makeup Mobster, Science Girl, whoever, right? Anybody that mentions Laura, right, at any point in time. Do you think that if they never mentioned her again, right, no matter what she says, no matter what she does, if they never mentioned her again, do you think that would have an impact to stopping the back and forth? Or you
Yes.
think it wouldn't matter because there's always
I
going to
think
be a back and forth?
I think if you cut it off, there's nothing to talk about. So it ends. I feel like you cut it off, it ends. Like I don't know. Like if
well, and I've
Okay.
seen that.
common,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
that with Laura because she says it all the time. She says, "If you don't talk about me, I'm not going to talk about you." And I've seen her when we were in drought periods or we were, going off on Molly or Dolly or whoever, and she wasn't the subject, that she and her chat happily go through true crime discussion or they talk about genitals or whatever they typically do. She's
Mm.
not over there bashing all the time, but she will react. And so, I think a lot of that would be if you just ice them out.
Yep.
I think Felony Melanie says it quite a bit. Just ice them out, you know?
Yeah, it psychologically makes the most sense, truthfully. Like,
Yeah.
and if you stop talking about them, like, and there's gonna be, it's gonna dry out. There's gonna be nothing to talk about eventually if you just stop. Do you know what I mean? Then they have nothing to respond to. They could keep talking, but it's gonna fall on deaf ears. You know what I mean? And if you're not listening and not responding, it ends it. It completely ends it. I like
Well,
100%. It's the only
perfect
way.
Perfectly
think.
Imperfect says Laura will talk about whatever gets her views, even if that person isn't talking about her.
But she's talking about them in hopes that they do make a response and come and talk about
But how
her
long
talking
can
about
you not
you.
say something when she's saying something so out of, like, I'll give it for instance, like what she said about Jones and her father. You know what I mean? Like, she'll say things, I think, in my opinion, to really trigger people. Obviously, you're not supposed to fall for it, but you gotta set it straight, like the rumor straight. You know what I mean?
But
Why?
think about what Johnson did. She kind of iced her out, and she kind of
Yeah.
stopped it in a way. If you think about what she did with like, even with what Johnson did with Savage, she's like, I'm not playing this. Goodbye,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, and like it ended
Yeah.
it. Like that's how you end something. I think that's the only way you have to do it. Really, though, you have to have like a really strong boundary with it. You can't be wishy washy and like sometimes talk about it or not. Just say, you know what, I'm not fucking with you. Don't fuck with me. Goodbye.
I
That's
think the other thing too comes from like it can be hard. Like for me, like I've had it back and forth, right? And the way that I stopped it is like you said, like I just stopped talking about it, right? But the second thing I had to do was I had to tell people stop sending me stuff.
yeah.
Because
Yep.
the more I see, obviously, naturally, the more that it's going to like,
It's true.
frustrate
Trigger
me
you.
or
Yeah.
trigger me, like
Mhm.
whatever, and I'm
Whatever it is.
responsible for my own triggers. So I have to be able to tell people like, hey, don't send me any more of this because, like I just don't want to see it. Let them talk as much as they want to. Like it's not relevant to me.
Right.
Yeah. Like the whole Vada stuff that happened. Like she wanted everybody's attention and like you just don't give her the attention back and that's
Exactly.
it. It's
That's
done. It
exactly. I
ended.
did my one live stream and she came into my chat. She talked during that live stream. She's seen the receipts that I had. And that's the end of it for me. There's no need for me to continue. And she'll continue to talk about me and say things about me. And that's like, fine. Like, say what you want. I don't really.
It will die out eventually if you just don't give her any fuel at all,
Right.
right?
What
You
what
just
you said, well,
yeah.
really, and she has moved on. So I see she has moved on to other people, and that's fine. But like, if you ignore it, I truly do believe that if you ignore it, I'm not gonna say that that person will stop talking about you. It will probably take a long time, and if they get desperate enough for views, or their
They'll
views are
come around
down,
to it.
they're
Yeah.
absolutely gonna come around and start talking more. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you actually are giving them the views if you talk about them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard struggle,
It's
to
a
be
hard
fair.
struggle for all, I think, with a lot of the stuff that goes on in this space because there is that fine line, like
Yeah.
about giving them what they want. Like even with Bullhorn, she kind of, I mean, I know she's losing her shit, but she loves it at the same time, right?
Well, the behavior panel, I'm a huge
Hmm.
fan.
Yeah.
Greg Hartley has this saying that the organism does what made the organism successful. And so if they had a bunch of views during the drama when we're all calling each other, see you next Tuesdays, and then all of a sudden there's a vacuum, there's no air for that fire anymore, they're going to try to keep doing that until they start losing subscribers, until their viewer count goes down, until they really have to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think too. And I think
Data.
the other thing is like for me, I I don't know, I've been in a weird place already for weeks now, but like I want to focus on the behaviors that impact families in a negative way that have already gone through one of the worst times of their lives, right? And
Mhm.
so for me, it's like what good like Laura talking shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like what she says is not like some heinous shit and she doesn't make up shit or go inappropriate. Like I'm not saying that at all. She does. But like to me that's just talking shit and low blows or whatever. For
Yeah.
me like I
Useless.
I really want to focus on like
Yeah.
there's families out there that are still being, harassed or done wrong by, some of these people, but I mean it's I don't know.
Being
And I would
YouTubers.
never tell anybody how to run their page, so
You
that's
gotta
not what
just
I'm
choose your
saying at all.
battles, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not worth it with her. I feel like that's why, you just don't give her any like energy and she goes away because she feeds off of the energy of it all, right?
Nunya, Nunya, real quick, did you see? I got some. This was like a little while ago.
Yeah,
I
I've
guess
seen it.
Tube Top. You saw that before? I never. That was from six
Hmm.
days ago. I just.
Yeah,
I think
she's trying to get
Ellie.
your attention too. Yeah, we saw it because
Yeah,
she went
Yeah.
and
those
Yeah.
aren't real receipts, right? I mean,
Well,
Some
it's not
of it
even
is real
that.
receipts, but some of it is not. Like she was saying
Yeah.
that the receipts that she showed for the attorney, right? So she is like,
yeah,
that's the majority of the money. The problem is people who were actual donators, they asked for receipts for all of the money. And she, so you're showing me a receipt for 2,500 and calling it a receipt for an attorney when what was collected was, I want to say like 4,500, 4,800, something like that. Don't quote me on it.
at least I think. Yeah.
So like when we're talking 4,800, where's the other, what is that, 2,300 is missing, like, so like that's where, like, yes, it is, let's just say, let's call that a valid receipt, okay, fine, but that's not all the receipts,
Or
and
half
that's
a
not
receipt,
all. And
maybe.
like she swears that the Cash App was only for traveling expenses, but there's so many screenshots on that lady's Facebook page to this day that show the Cash App was to help fight to get her, to get custody of her son, or guardianship or conservatorship or some shit like that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, but there's no point. Like she's a person where there really is no point in going back and forth with it, because ultimately, like when you already have your mind set up with blinders on that one thing is what it is, nobody is going to be able to tell you anything differently. And the fact that she
Yeah.
has like blocked everybody in her, in her chat,
Oh, I
that
have a
tells me you don't want to hear other people's versions of it. You only want your echo chamber to co-sign what you're putting out. And that's a dangerous thing to me, but that's just, that's just not my style. That's all.
I have a picture and a video of all the people that she blocked. She brought that up one time, and I was like, "Damn, Queen Bee's blocked. I'm blocked. This person's."
I
I
caught it
couldn't.
too.
You got it too. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
even the people she had blocked. It was weird. It's like they'd never been in her chat, but she went out and purposely blocked them when she saw them in other channels.
Yep. Yep.
She said she likes Queen Bee. I don't know. She always said she likes.
Well, she had her blocked.
No, I didn't, Pecan. I did see that her mom was supposed to come on this
Oh
past week.
yeah.
Really?
But I have not watched the video. So no, I did see her son, because her son, there's been a lot of people in her chat. He's not diagnosed with vitiligo, but people were saying he has some type of pigment issue above his eye, on his eyelid. And she was public cooking one day with him, and people were saying that like she put eyeshadow on him, and like why would she do that to him? And I'm like, what? People are they're just terrible people on the internet. That's the best thing I can say, is just like, who would say that about a kid? And even if that was the case, it's not your kid to care about. I don't know. But I didn't see what her mom said yet. I haven't watched that, so I'll have to watch Tiger Talks tonight before I go to bed.
That's right, Tiger Talks, great channel. Are you talking about what Molly said about Dre, or?
Mm-mm. This was recent.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this happened on maybe Wednesday or Thursday of this week.
Oh wow!
And she had a video that she had posted this week of her son talking, and just talking about how the comments are just so rude, and they were saying that he had eyeshadow on, and that's why his eyes look like that. And you can clearly, like, you just look at the kid and you know that it is not eyeshadow. Like, it's very clear that it's not eyeshadow. But for somebody to be that ignorant to come in, and again, even if it was eyeshadow, like, it's not your fucking kid. You don't get to tell somebody, even if you don't agree with it, you still don't get to tell somebody that it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like getting in someone's business, but getting in the business, like I don't get that. That's why the whole Molly thing, her getting so involved with that, I was just like, what is wrong with this woman? But then, what does she end up making? Maybe a couple grand on it.
Yeah, perfectly. It's not. He's 9 years old. No, Molly made in July alone on it.
I'm talking about after the donation thing, but off YouTube. Oh yeah, like what was it?
Well, that's the thing. So in one of those, in that video that you were talking about earlier, she posted that she made $12,000 on it, right? So 12,150 is what she shows a 1040A, a tax form, right? And she says that that's how much she made. And Pork Chop, I love them so much on Twitter. So Pork Chop pointed out this, like the day afterwards, that that's actually the standard deduction that you get on taxes.
Oh,
so no,
interesting.
it's not the income that she made, but like she's trying to pass it off on that as that's what she made. But
Oh
even if
God.
that's the case, $12,000 and not a dime went to helping him
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
for
And
a
is
visit that was a total of 6 hours long. So people gave you, if you know, if that's the amount, people gave you $12,150 just to visit for 6 hours.
or
That's crazy to me.
if that was a deductible, it's way higher if that's a deductible.
Not the deductible. Did I say deductible?
No,
Deduction.
deduction. You said deduction.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah, yeah. Which is just a general, like, you know, if you're married, you know, if
yeah,
you're filing married together, you get this deduction. If you're single filing by yourself, you get this deduction. It's just a standard deduction that
yeah.
everybody gets, but
Mm-hmm.
she's passing that off, the tax form with that on it. She's passing that off as the amount that she took on, that she reported as income on her taxes. Well, no, that's not income. That is a
But
deduction.
that would lead you to believe, or someone to believe, that she's using that number, right, and not a higher number.
Right.
Okay.
And for people who don't question receipts,
Hmm.
right? They're just going to see that and be like, "Oh, they got the tax forms and this is the amount." Okay. And I bet you some idiot is going to be quoting that amount, you know, later on when it's discussed, that some idiot is going to be quoting, "No, she only made 12,150. I seen her tax documents."
Mm,
Right, but when the actual everything's said and done with the Cash Apps and the PayPals and the Super
oof.
Chats and all of that stuff, is closer to 60,000, right?
No, I don't think that. I know at one point
I
in
heard
time,
40 to
Uni had
60.
said it was 80,000. A lot of people had a lot of really high theories. I personally think so. Originally, I think that they said,
40.
I think that what they had quoted was 8,000. That's what like Molly and Goose like stood by and said like this is what she got. But to me, I would say probably closer between 10 and 15 is a good number in my mind, like that I can rationalize.
In
And the
seven,
only
eight
reason why
months?
is because the GoFundMe by itself, let's just call it 5,000. You can't tell me as many people and for as many days as they were collecting that between Cash App and Venmo and PayPal that she didn't
Patreon?
collect an easy 10,000 there. Like, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
no.
It's got to be more than that. I mean, eight. Was she did that, what, 8 months straight? Just about? Or was it 6 to 8 months?
No, no, it wasn't that much. She only collected for, oh, let's see. She
She started.
collected for the end of June, July, August, and then the beginning. People started to like full on expose. It started to get exposed in like towards the end of July, and that's where it really slowed down. And it went to maybe like a little bit into August, but I don't think she collected after that all the way up till October. But it was like, you know, the stuff that I could actually see like in the GoFundMe, it would be like $15 here or
Oh,
$10 there.
I'm
And
not
that was
talking
like
about
maybe
GoFundMe.
twice in a month, you
I'm talking
know?
about her super chats and all the money she makes. Besides that, she was going on making content on YouTube, collecting money.
Well, but here's the thing though. So number one, there's no way nobody has ever been able to confirm if all of the super chats that were sent to Molly were forwarded over to her. That's number one. So
Mm.
you don't really know. Also, nobody ever kept like a tally of is this Molly's or is this supposed to be hers to know what that count is. So there's that as well. So I think that number, while probably very high, and I don't think that all of it went to her, that was supposed to, but like there's no way to actually like factually be able to state how much it was or, you know, how much is missing or anything like that to me.
Do you remember me telling the story? The lives deleted. What happened is somebody sent her a cash app. It was $100 cash app. I'm sorry, $100 super chat. And she's like, I'm going to send this to her right now. I don't know why she decided to send her right now in cash app, Molly. But I think she was like trying to prove something. So she sends it, and then she shows her phone, and it
Mm-hmm.
says Molly to Tisha Bias, or Marissa, her name. And then, right, she holds it up, and then she puts it back up, thinking it's still there. And next thing you know, it literally, this is like happened in a 2-minute period. Letitia Bias sent Molly $100.
No,
Marissa,
I never seen that. I never seen that.
it was the
So
worst.
I know that.
I did on everything I love, and it was the worst non-photo I never took because she deleted the stream within 8 minutes after that.
Yeah, I know that like the Jackson sent her money for her son's for some school supplies for her son. So I know that they sent some money for that. I know that there was a big debacle where a Patreon had sent her $1,200. It was supposed to be 1,000 for Letitia, 200 for Molly, and it came through PayPal to her. And then it, for whatever reason, Molly sent it to Letitia on PayPal, but then it got refunded. So she showed like where the refund had happened, and she claimed she at first she was saying she was going to send a check to Letitia, and then later on, like a week later, it changed to she was going to send a check to the lawyer. And so it's
Yep.
like it changed so many times. But last we actually knew that $1,200 was still sitting there with Molly.
Yes. Do you remember the
So
stream she did where Justin flipped out on her? She's like, "You're not supposed to be saying this out loud," and he actually, jumping off. He got so mad.
yeah,
Marvon was supposed to be going.
yeah, because she was telling the family's plans and shouldn't have
Yes.
been.
Yep.
Yeah. That GoFundMe is still active. Last time I checked, it is still open and active. Um, the thing I don't understand is, and I don't know GoFundMe enough, that I know of the last donation was back in October. I haven't checked it in a long time, but I think that a GoFundMe stays active even after it's cashed out, because as long as it
Really?
hasn't met its goal. That's what I think. Good night, Grandma Sherry.
I thought when it's closed out, it's closed out. Right when you cash it out, I believe it just closes it out. I might be wrong, but that would be
In my opinion, he shouldn't be reading the comments. Perfectly. The hard part is number one, he is a great reader, but number two, like they, when they used to stream privately in their group, or like on their kind of like their members only kind of streams, he would, like people would talk to him in the comments. So I understand why his habit is to read the comments. I think just when they go public, you can't hide the comments when you go public. But I definitely I wish there were. Number one, I wish people could behave in the comments when they see a kid present. But also, like I feel like it's like I'm with you. Like I wish there was some type of protection around him,
Where is
that
this?
would not let that happen.
What channel?
She's talking about Dre.
Oh yes, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
About this time you're talking about and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
About the son.
Mhm.
But yeah. And that was just it's funny watching all them KJ haters and their mental gymnastics they perform trying to say Molly didn't scam the fuck out of that situation. I laugh at them hard. You know what's hard, Pecan, is like they want you to talk about how like everything that Katie did while ignoring everything that Molly did. And then they use like this. There's this one clip. It's actually on Justin's page to this day, and on Ikmel's page, or not Ikmel, Manny behind the mic. Sorry, wrong person. Where Molly says, we just don't want to watch her murder her husband. Right? That's what she says. And so they're like, see, she didn't say she murdered her husband. Well, to me, the inference is still the same. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But like, if I say I don't want to watch Ellie murder Nick, that insinuates that Ellie is capable of and planning on doing such a thing to Nick. Like, I mean, there's no difference in that than saying Ellie murdered Nick.
Yeah.
Like it just to me, they're both terrible fucking people.
Yeah.
And I wish that they could actually like just acknowledge that they're both terrible fucking people. Period.
What's worse for me is when she said that she thinks Jay is capable of stabbing her kids. I could not believe she said that.
I mean, I could because Molly is a sensationalist. She'll say whatever it takes in the moment. Just she'll let her mouth spew out. It's it's part of what got her 90K subs. However many of those are fake, I don't know. But it's what got her those subs in the first place was her ability to put on a show. And honestly, people were there for the shit show. They wanted somebody to say the crazy fucking things that none of the rest of us would ever say out loud. And she was saying it out loud. And they wanted somebody, and honestly, what I've seen since I've been here, I've seen that there are those same
not the same subs, but the same like mantra happens, you know, when me personally, I'm not a fan of calling Dolly Red Dot Dolly, right? That's not my style. I
I
think
don't like
that's
calling him
putting
that
a
either.
crime on him that he didn't commit. I understand why
Yeah.
it upsets people, and I don't agree
Yeah.
with anything that he has done as far as, you know, when it comes to Savage at
Yeah.
all. But
But he's
in the
not the red
same,
dot in the family, you know, so
yeah,
don't call him red dot. I mean,
I'll
you
say
call him other things.
red dot house. That's as far as I'll go with that.
right.
Yeah.
But I also think though that there's people that like they want that to be said, like they need that to be said so that their feelings can be acknowledged about the situation. And so like I think that like that just it really does get fed into on YouTube, in my opinion. Creators will say things, you know, those crazy things, not as bad as Molly, some of them do, but you know, they're going to say crazy things because that's what people in the chat want to hear, and that's what they connect with. You know, they want that outrage about a situation, you know.
Yeah, because you
And some
see it,
people
like
are
people
done
will
wrong,
write it.
right?
Yeah.
So some people are done
True.
wrong, you know what I mean? And then, you know, they might overreact or oversay something, whatnot, because they've been done so fucking dirty. But the ones that haven't been done dirty and just they let that, you know what I mean? Let that fly out of their mouth. To me, that's the more fuck shit.
It's like association embellishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It stays active till you close it. At least GoFundMe I had for my niece a couple of years ago worked that way. Her mom took money out a couple of times, and the GoFundMe stayed active till it closed it. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Implication is affirmation. Yes, pecan. The good Nunya missed whatever is coming
Oh,
out about MGL and the Coca-Cola
yes.
allegations today.
Oh, the what? The Coca-Cola?
She said the Coca-Cola allegations.
Yes. So Gina and fuck,
Hi, that girl.
hey Ange, who was on with her?
Jelly
Fuck.
bean? Jelly bean?
No, with us. It was Alicia. Alicia
Alicia. Oh yeah. In
and
Bloom.
Gina. Yep. They both knew they basically both knew about the same thing, and it's gonna be about a month, maybe a month and a half. But it's, I guess, I mean, she didn't tell us who, but I'm guessing some mad Patreons or something like that. But
Somebody
people
close to Molly that has turned on
very
her.
close. Yes.
That is coming out with the receipts where all the bodies were buried. Right.
Yeah. Like very like, I mean, to the point where like
Oh,
they're,
that's interesting.
oh yeah, that's popcorn worthy. Like,
Oh, and then the Coke thing. Now I get you with the Coke.
yeah, that's, you know, I mean, this shit. We got pictures of that, and or not pictures. We have videos of that and
That
videos.
doesn't surprise me with her. You know what I mean? She seems
No.
like somebody that does up and like things for up and then things to go down, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
that
and
other
Gina,
girl came up. The other girl, Gina, came up and said that there was something else too that she
that,
couldn't mention
yep.
besides
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Coca-Cola
Well,
thing.
first they thought that they were talking about different things, but maybe they're talking about the same thing, but no different. Like, you know, like
Instances, I think it might have been.
the same person maybe that's coming out with this stuff because like Gina knew that
Uh,
somebody was coming out and Alicia knew that somebody,
And
whatever, you know.
Gina confirmed. Remember, hearing Princess offered
Yeah.
MGL some powder, we'll say, and because she was like talking, and she like the way she said like no was like it was like a normal thing. You know what I mean? Kind of like, oh, not right now. You know what I mean? And that's when, you know, she realized, you know, there might be something going on there, and then everything else came out afterwards. This is when they were out that one night. Remember, like they were all.
That'll be interesting, but I hope that whoever does expose it, that they actually show receipts,
Of course.
because if they do a whole live stream where they just let somebody get up there and talk and talk and talk, it's going to be completely taken like
That's why it's going to
I
take a
don't know.
month and a half. I think that's why they're saying. You know what I mean? They're getting like it all together, like a freaking project. You know what I mean? It's just going to be like a freaking Bill Nye the Science Guy project put together and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
So,
perfectly. That's my thing too. Like I really struggle with when somebody leaves a creator and like they go like what we would call to the other side of the streets. I struggle with that because I feel like on YouTube like there's this certain level of forgiveness that's given that doesn't happen in real life. Like you know, like they do some foul ass shit when they're hanging out with the person, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's say Nick and I are hanging out and we're foul ass people on a panel together. We say all kinds of shit that's offensive and just wrong. Like
Bug
we
life.
harass people, like whatever, we bully people, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the verge of a mental breakdown. That's our goal, right? We got to get you as close to a mental breakdown as possible. And then Nick and I fall out, and then Nick is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on Blunt B's channel and tell everything about the
Yep.
good Nunya because I didn't like any of what she was doing." But you stood right there through it the whole time. Like you said nothing. You spoke never saying, "Oh, well, I don't really agree with this," or "Hey, let's not go there." You know, whatever. Like if you stand by and you say nothing, I take that as a complicit. Like you're being complicit to a certain extent, and I'm not with that. So like I find it very odd that like you can get up on a panel and be like, yeah, I know I was really bad with that person, but like I just didn't know, I was so lost and I felt stuck, you know, but yeah, I'm really sorry for the things that I've done. And then everybody is like, okay, we love you now, let's go braid each other's hair. And I'm like, wait, what? That's not how it happened. It to me, like maybe again, maybe I'm the crazy one, but that's not how it happens in real life. Like if you fuck somebody over or you break their trust in real life or you're a shitty person in real life, people don't fuck with you.
Yeah, you break my trust once. That's all. I mean, loyalty. You guys already know that. I'm loyal to a fault, and if you break that, it's not going to be a second time. It's not. It's not fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. It's fool me once. Go fuck yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, not giving you a second chance to
No.
do it again.
Especially if it's something, you know what I mean. If it's something like minor and whatnot, and you know you talk to the person and whatnot, and you kind of figure out maybe where it came. That's a different story. But if it's something not small, nah, I'm not. No, sorry.
Yeah, see, perfectly. I really struggle with that though, because again, like even in a space
She's
where
joking.
like you could hate me tomorrow, right? But I'm always going to speak my truth. Like I'm gonna stand by, and I know, like, you know, people always tell me like you're always on a fucking soapbox. You're not the YouTube police. I get that, like I really do. But like there has to be some self-reflection that is had as to why did you fall into the mob mentality? Why did you choose to be a follower of those actions instead of like you stood for nothing and you fell for everything? You know, so I don't know. I really do struggle with that. I like for me, I see
The
Gina
choice is
in
probably
in
different
Queen's
for
chat all the
every
time
person.
now, and I see people are being so kind to her, and I don't have any personal like
Who?
Gina. Like I don't have any personal one way or the others with her, but like I don't feel like she's been fully held accountable for the shit that she has done.
Yeah,
You
I'm with you on
know,
that.
but again,
Yeah,
what level? Like how long do you put them in the corner? You know, I don't know.
yeah. I don't
You know,
blame
that's
anybody.
hard
Yeah,
too. You know.
you just, yeah. I'm just indifferent to people like that. Do you know what I mean?
That
Like
is
I don't
different for
know.
me. I like to. You know me. I like to give. Like I even try to give Mallory. You know what I mean. The benefit of the doubt in a second. And for me, a second chance, not for anyone else, which was a bad idea, obviously. Um, but who's whispering? Scaring me. Or is there a ghost in here? Okay, never mind.
I don't know. Maybe there's a ghost. I don't know.
Holy moly, that freaked me out. But anyways, I do like to give somebody the bet. You were fucking. I know it. The benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. When it came to the other thing of loyalty, if it's direct towards me and whatnot, and you just break my trust. That's it. So I think
See,
those
and
two
I'm a
scenarios
person
are different.
where don't get me wrong, like I believe, you know, we're all human, we all fuck up, right? At some point in time, like Willow told me the other night, at some point in time, then you're gonna go real life on somebody without even realizing it. You're gonna make mistakes, and the internet is gonna hate you for a couple of
No,
weeks, right?
you are not
That's
going to go
that,
real
you
life
know,
on
and that's
anyone.
okay because that's what he's seen for years, right? And it always happens to every creator, he said. And I was like, that's cool. I hope it never
No,
happens.
it
I try to do
doesn't.
my best every day to make sure it never happens. But if it happens, then I'll absolutely be the person who sits on a panel. Like I do not like Mallory, right? I don't like her at all. But I respect the fact that she stood on that fucking panel for 2 days. She went up on that panel to be grilled by any and everybody that came up. And she handled it with respect. And she stood by my shit is quality content and I'm not changing. 100% I can respect that. Now, do I like the fact that she didn't change? No, not at
See,
all. But like she came there and she like they held her feet to the fire no matter who it was, no matter what the subject was. And sometimes the subject had to be repeated because a new person came up and they
Yeah.
had the issue with the last subject that we've already discussed, you know. But she stayed there for it and she let people hold her feet to the fire. Like I have a respect for that. Like the
And
people who come up and you start to question it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like the bashing that happened to her, I don't agree with that at all. But like the people who like who will stay there for that to be held accountable. I have a different now. I'm never gonna sub to her. I'll never watch her fucking shit except for clip channels. But outside of that, you know, but I definitely have a respect for the fact that she did do that. Because a lot of these people they get up there and they think just this sorry ass apology one time is gonna fix it. And then they go back and they do the same shit over and over and over. And every time they come up and apologize. And sometimes they won't even apologize. They'll just come up and cry a little and people feel bad for them. And then they're like, okay, yeah, you could be our friend. No, I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy you had over there on that person's page. Keep that character intact, please. Thank you.
that's why when Gina first came on, I went up there. I'm like, "Hey, you remember me?" And she didn't know who I was. Maybe she did. That's when I was on with Laura, and it was the first. I think it was the second time where I turned my camera on. I just put it to her and then blew her some kisses at the end. But I saw some nasty stuff in the chat. She was just talking tough. Gina was, and I remember putting in the chat, I'm like, Gina, I've never spoken a fucking word on you. You know what I mean? Negatively. So I don't know why you're, and she said her exact words were, but you came for my friend. Which she thought Laura was her friend. You know what I mean? I would assume. So she was riding with that whole crew just simply because she thought that they were a friend. You know what I mean? So, but you still have to look at that and be like, as a person, Gina, if you are listening, you gotta be more careful.
Yeah, and I get like somebody in the chat said, sometimes I think it was Pecan said, you heard what I heard her share was very believable. Junk happens when people are new to the armpits of YouTube. I get that. I definitely do get that. I think that there's, some of that too. Also, apparently, Perfectly Imperfect has just learned about you and Mel, and she thought that you guys were going to get married. And so now she said you were too much of a bitch to tell her yourself, and that's very, very rude.
We discussed this in our little group chat. She said I wouldn't make it to the wedding night. I would be off to see you later before then by her. So I decided to back away from that, and it was all a joke in our little thing. But yeah, she said I wouldn't make it to wedding night. I'm like, that shit. But yeah,
so many hearts are breaking.
I know, and that girl did say that our most eligible bachelor is off the market.
What about Wing Zero? What about Wing Zero? I thought you two had something. You're supposed to meet up in March, though.
We're just good friends. That was originally just like a joke.
That was Plan A.
Yeah. She's an awesome girl, though. Zero.
No, I love her. Yeah.
They're calling Hakab to get the shovels. Oh gosh. Yes, Deets.
Oh, there's Deets. Look.
Deets.
Yep.
Deets is up late. What?
That's Sarah next to me too. I mean, Blumpy has Sarah right next to him.
I thought she was an early morning riser. She must have
gone.
Gone. Listen, let me tell you what happened before Deets even chats it. What ended up happening is she got up to go to the restroom. She clicked on YouTube to just see who was here.
Yep.
And ta-da, she's seen us all.
Same thing as Mel. Pretty much. Just
what about Mel?
Snap. Like Mel? Somebody say Mel?
I was typing.
She said, how Mel kind of popped in at 4:00 in the morning. Was on her way to go to the bathroom or something.
I did send her the link
same
earlier.
Thing with Deets.
Yeah, I sent her the link earlier.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
So she was keeping an eye, falling asleep to you.
No, because she typed I want to say at the same time I was talking. You know what I mean?
So that was funny.
Literally.
They are roasting you in the chat. They say you got O's in different area codes. Is that how it's going down?
Snap.
At this point, if Mel's in a different continent, he got them all over the world.
They know
he's worldwide now.
Worldwide. I'm a gentleman. And
I was
never
wrong.
gonna see
Yeah.
What movie was it, Deets? What movie?
International Romance.
Brothers?
He's like a whole 007 over here.
Oh yeah, James Bond. Yeah.
A worldwide hoe bag.
Oh God.
License to thrill.
No, Mel's gonna go wake up and read this and be like, "This guy's a hoe." If you're listening,
Right.
they're just joking. Put me on blast. My so-called friends, unbelievable.
I know we've already explained Chewy to her. we outed all your girlfriends.
Oh my
yeah.
God. First MGL, then Mal, then he moved on to Wing Zero, then me, then Gina, now Mel.
No, Zero.
Oh,
I think was
God.
first.
Yeah.
You are
Zero
a
was first.
YouTube whore.
Yeah. A little bit.
It was
Right.
all playful joke. You know what I mean? It was all playful joke.
Until Mel came
We
along. Now
know.
it's serious.
I've never dated anybody on the internet ever in my entire life. This is the first time for me. Or talk to, because I can't say we're dating. You know what I mean?
I was like, are y'all dating? Like, is it official like
Well,
that? Like,
Well, they have she's a
we're-
plus
didn't y'all
one
just
to a
meet
wedding.
like yesterday?
We're officially talking. No, not yesterday. But we're officially talking. Yeah.
And talking on the
And
phone.
they made it public.
They made it
Oh.
public that they were going to tell each other, and he's a plus one to
We
a
were
friend's
going
wedding
to
in
for
Key
a while,
West.
at least a while. Yeah.
Wow.
That's big.
But
The wedding.
Wow.
I think it's a perfect
There's Mel.
first
Look,
date.
look at that.
You'll have fun no matter what because it's a wedding.
Mel just came
That's
out of
my,
nowhere
like,
again.
oh, look who's here! She knows what's up. She's like she has this in one ear, and she keeps waking up when she hears her name. She's like, "Wait, I'm here. What? Oh, it's probably like almost morning there, or no?
It is
8 hours.
6:33
Oh
there.
yeah, that's not my
Right
wake up time, huh?
perfectly. 31 flavors right there.
Oh God. You're all gonna get me in trouble for no reason. All your propaganda.
Propaganda.
I thought she went to
I
bed.
think that's the right word.
As long as you
I'm
don't make
convinced she probably has her headphones in and she's just listening for her name.
Yeah, exactly.
That girl, you better stop that. Look at Mel heard Nick's a hoe and popped right on in.
Right,
That girl,
exactly.
You know me probably the best out of everybody. You know that's not the truth.
He has a separate clock set to Mel time, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not hard to add 5 hours to what the time is. You know.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Ooh.
I'm weak.
I
I started a
get
good
one
show this
out of
weekend.
100.
It's called Joe Pickett. Just in case anybody's looking for a new show. It has 2 seasons. But it's called Joe Pickett.
Joe
It's pretty
Pickett.
good.
Oh, I saw a really good one.
I
Love
know
and
that
Death.
girl. I'm joking.
Did you guys see that on HBO
Which one?
Max? It's called Love and Death. It's with
No.
like Jesse Pimmons is in it, and like Elizabeth Olsen, like the oldest Olsen. Is it Elizabeth? The oldest one? Yeah. It's so good. And it's a true story about and it's very true crimey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mel and
What's it
Nikki
called?
sitting in the tree.
No. Oh.
Love and Death. Love and Death.
Well, that sounds freaking horrible.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like really good. It's so good. It's like the best series I've seen in a while.
Like
Perfectly said. I have family in that time zone and still use my fingers to tell the time.
There you go. I know.
He is, Mel. That girl put it in the chat earlier. He is a good boy.
Yes, I know. I was messing with her.
These fool.
I gotta take shots back, you know. Oh, there! Oh, look, I got my homeboy up here putting KISSING.
First comes love.
Wait,
Well,
did
I
you
was
like back chat her? Is that how it all started? Do you were you in like Stone Loans and like you don't have to tell us?
No,
Is that how it all started?
No.
How did it start?
You
don't know.
I honestly don't know. I don't think either of us know. I think we both were, to be honest, attracted to each other, and.
But where were you reaching?
I think it definitely probably started on the Stones.
Yeah, in the back chat. I knew it.
No.
Something happened in the back chat.
Nothing happened in the back chat. Not that
You're
I
like,
remember.
here's my email, Mel, or here's my
We know
DM,
how
Mel.
you get down in the back chat.
Yeah, we know what you do in the back chat. It
Yeah,
happens in
I
the
like
back
to
chat,
write
that's
funny stuff
Stone.
in there, and
Okay.
too much, and then I get
Just want to yeah.
I love it though. Oh, I gotta read the chat. What's going on here? Okay, and the judge. He's a good man. Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Then comes marriage.
Love
Love
at
at
first
first
back
back
chat.
chat. That girl.
Oh
That's
gosh.
That girl.
perfect.
Your new favorite song is "Long Distance Love" by Rumi. Who's Rumi? Is that like a new artist? I don't listen to anybody.
I
Know.
would
Rumi's
guess
like a
that it's an old
poet.
song, but I don't know it.
Rumi.
I know
Say I
Rumi's
Google
like,
that one.
oh, Rumi, ROO. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking RUMI, like the poet Rumi. Anybody?
Maybe she's
Nobody?
maybe
No.
she's voice texting, and that's what came up. He's a YouTuber. Never
Oh,
mind.
he's a YouTuber. Okay.
Definitely
That's
not
why
a
we
poet.
don't know who it is.
See, look, coming from.
Aw. He's been the perfect gent.
gent.
Aw.
Yeah, Dolly, take some fucking notes. You fucking hobbit.
I don't even know how you understand most of what he says, though, Mill.
What, my accent?
Yeah, you have an accent. She has an accent.
Yeah, well, you know what? The English accent sometimes, the deeper one sounds a little bit Bostonian to me.
He lived in Sweden and wrote it for his girlfriend who lived in England. Oh gosh,
Damn, that's what?
so many classic Hairspray rock songs going through my head right now. Oh,
Oh, I thought you said he rode a bike from Sweden to England. I heard
No,
that.
that's the
No.
song by Rumi.
the song.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's dedication right there.
No.
Sweden, England, on a bike.
He's like, how am I going to take my bike to England from here? I don't have a
Right.
bridge.
He's trying to figure out how to get his bike across the ocean.
Right?
It's like, do I have to go through Hawaii? How does this work?
Well, I'm Atlantic side, right? So it's just a straight shot.
Deets.
Yeah.
He totally
Easy peasy.
is.
Oh, yeah.
He totally is Deets. And Nick is the guy to stand there with the boom box in my mind. Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh
Right
my
over the shoulder.
God.
Over the shoulder.
Totally.
Yep.
Yeah. What was
Vanilla
that? Like,
ice and
say
out.
anything? What was that in that movie where he like does it outside?
John Cusack.
What was? Oh yeah. What movie? Say anything? What was that?
Yes,
What
I
movie
think it
was
was Say Anything.
What's
No, it's an older movie though, right? It's like
has to be.
almost like not 16 Candles. I don't know, something like that.
One of
Old like
those.
that.
Yeah.
Perf's gonna send me the songs, so it can be me and Mill's song.
Okay.
I can't
Look
wait to
at
hear
her
it.
trying to encourage your long distance love. That's amazing. Look at how fast she got over you.
Who? Perf?
Uh-huh.
Yes, thank you, Perf. Remember, I would have never made it to the altar. You would have
Breakfast
got
Club, is
rid
that
of
what it was,
you,
Deets?
you and Hack'em would have got
You
rid
know,
of
it was say. I just looked it up. It was Say Anything. When John Hughes like holds the boombox over his head.
Oh.
It was Say Anything.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know
That's
how the hell I knew that.
10, no, not 10. I would say like 5 or 6 or 7 years older than my time. Boom, I'm an 84 kid.
She was a friend before it started.
Yeah, I'm an 84 kid, so we didn't have
Right
boom
after
box
you
for
dumped me
shoulders.
via that girl. Damn.
Let me read this shit. It was oh God. You're brutal.
Steph B is wondering if you have to work early in the morning, Blunt B.
Tackless. You working in the
Off
morning?
tomorrow.
He went away.
He's taking a nap.
He's probably taking a leak. I mean, in the bathroom. Definitely. He would
I'm
answer
so
by now.
wanting to jump on panel and play, but I must not get out of bed. Must not get out of bed to YouTube.
Come on, that
You
girl.
know, if you get out of
Don't
bed,
be a-
you'll get caught and you'll
don't-
be in trouble because you
don't
should
be
be
a
in bed
wuss.
sleeping.
Don't be a wuss. Yeah, his avatar is awesome.
Oh, Blumpies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a Blumpies.
No, he ain't sleeping. No way.
Oh, I always thought
Mm-mm.
that Blunt was. I didn't even get the reference. I thought it was because
Or
like
it could
he
be
says what he
Blunt.
says. You know.
Yeah, both. I think it's like, multi
I never
like
thought of that way. I always thought Blunt like
I always
the
thought it was
blunt
Contra.
and then
like he's very
and the
blunt with
blunt.
his words.
Yes, double entendre. Yes.
Like those words? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because of me from watching music reactions. You hear the double entendre? But But yeah, he used to be packless, but he went from that to blunt bee.
I'm gonna
Oh, what is
jump
that,
down. I'll be
Deets?
in
Tell
chat for
me
a
this
little bit.
isn't Nick beat him and Packless. What
You
is that,
jumping
Deets?
down, woman?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down.
What if I need a therapist?
I gotta go.
Uh-oh. What are we going to do? We have to shut this thing down without...
You're gonna be by your Discord, okay?
Everybody's gonna go to bed, and Blunt B is gonna come back from wherever he went, and it's gonna be like, "Hey, where'd everybody go?"
All right. Are we all jumping down, leaving B to B? Oh, get it? Double entendre.
Oh,
sorry.
Well, I have to get medicine, and my husband is playing the show too loud, so I have to stay outside while I talk to you.
What? When you're inside, I didn't hear I didn't hear a show.
No, I was on mute when I went inside, but most of this time I've been outside.
Test it out. Give it a little
Plus,
tester.
if I stay outside, I go to I smoke too much. Oh, his laptop is frozen. Okay, he didn't go to sleep. Good.
He can't even get back. He's frozen. He froze his freaking...
My laptop is frozen. Oh, God.
Poor Plumpy.
You can't exit out of it now.
He's like, I'm stuck. We're stuck. We're idling here. Oh, gosh.
I could take down your channel right now. You can do nothing about it.
Caught in between.
Time
right?
And there's no peen screen. Oh, no, Blumby.
Oh, no. Anything
now
could
we
happen.
Could really act
Girls, close your eyes. Here it comes. Just joking, Douglas, obviously. Damn, it froze up on him. So that means, do you have the password on your phone? He definitely does. Who's in charge? Not me, Deets. That's
Lumpy.
Who's in charge? Not me, Ellie.
Lumpy, not me. Lumpy.
We're putting Nunya in charge so she can't leave.
Yeah, no, Nunya's in charge. Yep.
It makes sense, anyways. It totally makes sense. Don't leave me in charge.
Deets, you're in charge.
Deets, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. You're in charge from the chat.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Actually, you know what? We're just going to make Willow. Willow the dog is in charge.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely in charge of me.
Damn it, Boston is in charge. Nope, I forfeited that.
Oh, okay. All right. He put Boston in charge.
No, he meant, damn it, Boston is in charge. Like,
yeah. We get it. We get it now.
It wasn't a positive, damn it, Boston's in charge. Oh, God.
Lumpy, you're in charge. You're in charge. So whatever you need us to do, we'll do it. Oh, no, Deets can't handle it. Oh, no.
I can't handle this responsibility.
All right, I'm back.
Oh my God,
go.
he's back. Coming in hot.
Yeah, I was going to put up the John Cusack picture, so I was Googling it. I don't know what the hell happened. I went to share the screen.
You went
back to 1989.
On Kick. Told you stay off there. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Is everybody going to bed? Is that what's going on? Or are we staying?
I am going to go to take some medicine and lay down. I'll be in the chat, though.
As if. Well, just be by your Discord. Remember,
I'll see y'all in the chat.
Thanks, good Nunya, for coming up.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Bye,
Yeah, you're the best.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
She's gonna get me in that one. Watch, I guarantee it. Don't watch back.
Yeah, I actually don't have to work tomorrow, but my girlfriend's bitching at me for the last 3 hours to get on here.
Yes.
And we've been on for like
turn that shit off already.
Happy girlfriend.
Like, what are
happy
you
life.
doing? What are you doing in there?
Oh, you have friends now.
Uh-oh. We're not your friends.
Yeah. I said, I'm like, no, there's friends and then there's panel guests.
Oh, that's it right there.
I'm just playing.
One day Tim will say I love you back. Well, I mean, I got him to do in that super chat that one time. But
One day.
Yeah,
that wasn't real. That was like
yeah,
a
he
trick.
slipped up a couple times.
Huh?
He slipped up a couple times and said, I love you guys too.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, that needs to be clipped. So somebody find the timestamp in the next couple of days. We need that has to be
Send it to Boston ASAP so we could put it as his ringtone.
Fuck you. Ringtone. Oh Lord. All right, Packers, you gotta get off and go be with the
all right, Packless.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for
Up
coming.
on
I
here.
appreciate it, guys.
Oh, a lot of fun. Great combo.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite people on YouTube. Everybody came in tonight. It's great.
Yeah, all the cool kids were
Right.
here for sure.
A lot of fun.
All right, good night, guys. See you
Good night,
soon on these
guys.
streets.
Good
Yep.
night, now, if you're listening. Later, brother.
Later, man. Yeah,
Shit.
thanks everyone for coming in. I really do appreciate
Sorry,
it.
we're stuck on the button. It's a fuck shit. There we go.
I feel like we learned a lot too. If you were here earlier, Grandma Sherry gave so much good advice about YouTube and mods, and we learned a lot of stuff. So hope everybody had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, I think I have an outro. Let me see.
To my life, did you feel and
That was one of my dogs and my cat. All right. Good night, everyone. See you.